Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to SAFC Fan TV. Tonight, Sunderland travel to Fratton Park, the home of Portsmouth, for another game in League One. And joining me to watch the game, first and foremost, down there, down the bottom, he's the man with the disco lights on. I think we're going to have a new nickname for him as opposed to the Doominator. It's Disco Dino. Dino, how are you getting on?
Hello, mate. You all right?
That wasn't very enthusiastic, Dino.
Yeah, mate, I'm just trying to sort stuff out. You should have went to Michael. Can you not see I'm busy, man? I'm trying to get stuff sorted.
Right. Sorry, Dino. You're a busy man. You're a busy man.
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
The man who I will go to instead, then, Michael, you're going to give us a much more pleasant response. Michael, how are you today?
All right, I guess. I'll determine next 2 hours or next 2.5 hours will determine how all right I am tonight.
Yeah. What have you got up to today, Michael, on a non-football related note?
Non-football related note, being extremely nervous. That's it. I know that's technically football related, but screw it. Like I've not, well, obviously not much more than what you can do. Just be inside and just do whatever, really.
Yeah, what we all do. If you've not got any interesting stories for us, Michael, there's no Michael's story of the week or anything like that,
I'd put people to sleep, mate, so you really wouldn't want to hear it.
No, of course you don't, Michael. Of course you don't. You might scare people to sleep. Speaking of scaring people to sleep, Dino, how's your day been today?
There's a more enthusiastic response.
Boring, really. Just sat in the house. I went to Argos, got myself a hard drive for the PlayStation, and just sat and played some Call of Duty with me Call of Duty friends. So that's all I've done.
Just some typical Dino activities there. But at least you got your disco lights on, of course, it just lightens the mood a little bit,
And the all-important question, Dino, is your bed made?
Well, no, well, it doesn't look too bad today, Dino, actually.
Well, I've been sitting on my bed playing games, so it's gonna be a bit messy,
We all know what you play with.
Dino, man.
As always, of course, we are live. If you want to get your comments in on the live chat, of course, tell us who you are, where you're watching from, give your thoughts on the game and anything like that. As well, if you've got anything you want us to talk about, we've got 30 minutes before kick-off. Any little points of discussion, I'm sure we can get to some of those already on there. Regular, of course. Frank, new time of 3. Highlights, hope you're okay. I hope you're doing as well, lads. Ben Allison skiing 2023. Good evening to you as well. Kavan Porter says, go. I think it's talking to you, Dino. They want you off.
Where am I looking? I don't see anyone asking. Me to get off.
Kavan Porter just said go, so I assume they might have been talking to me. Anyway, Michael Temple says Sunderland up, Newcastle down. See the Mags next season of the Championship. It is a possibility, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to get onto the lineups, of course, now first. And what's become a bit of a tradition recently has been Dino reading out the opposition lineup. So, Dino, are you ready to give us Portsmouth's lineup?
Of course I am. Right. So in goal they've got McGillivray. At right back they've got Bolton. In the centre, Watmore, Raggett, and Daniels. In the midfield on the right is Williams. In the centre is Taylor and Cannon. And on the left is White. Up front is Harrison and Marquis. They're playing a 4-4-2 apparently to this. Right.
Well, we're going to get on to Portsmouth in a little bit more detail, of course, later on when we go to our chief researcher and reporter, Mr. Bowers. But we're going to read Sunderland's lineup before we do. It's Sunderland lineup like this. In goal, number 1, Lee Burge. Number 6, the captain, Max Power. Number 9, Charlie White. Number 10, Aidan O'Brien. Number 13, Luke O'Nien. Number 14, Josh Scowen. Number 16, Dion Sanderson. Number 25, Callum McFadden. Number 26, Carl Winchester. Number 27, Jordan Jones. And number 28 is Aidan McGeady. And on the bench for Sunderland this afternoon, number 20, Dino's best mate, Remy Matthews. Number 3, returning to the squad, Tom Flanagan. Number 7, the super sub of recent weeks, Chris Maguire. Number 11, Lyndon Gooch. Number 21, Jack Diamond. Number 24, Dan Neil. I've heard a certain mad mistake. I'll be happy about that one. And of course, number 30 is Jake Vokins. Just quickly on the live chat before we go through our lineup. Aaron Fisher's wondering what formation we're going to play in, and it is LG arrested anyone. Kavan Porter says we're playing 4-4-2. He's not very happy about that, and he suggests that Power has been in Winchester have been swapped round. To me, lads, it looked like it could be a 4-2-3-1. Michael, what are your thoughts on the lineup? Are you happy with it, and how do you think we're going to line up given those names?
With the exception of Callum McFadden, I'm pretty content with that lineup. I've seen a few people apparently unhappy O'Brien starting, but I think in a game like this where it's going to be scrappy, it's going to be ugly, it's going to be physical, I think that O'Brien's work rate could really be quite With old Brian's work rate, I think that could be quite crucial. Just sort of don't let us get overrun. I know he's not a midfielder really, but still, I think he'll put the yards in tonight. The obvious exception is, of course, McFadzean, and I know we're talking about Pompey's form. I know quite a few Pompey fans have really been pessimistic on tonight, but to me, Pompey would be stupid not to put Harness on McFadzean. If you get Marcus Harness, who's scored, one of the stats I have got is that Marcus Harness, in 2 of the last 3 games against Sunderland, has scored against us. He scored against us in our 2-1 win over them last season at the Stadium of Light, and he scored against us this season at the Stadium of Light, where of course this time Pompey won 3-1. He's, if you put Callum McFadzean up against him. By the way, I'll quickly point out Hull's just equalised in case you're interested. If Marcus Harness is on McFadzean, then I will be quite nervous. But there you go. Like I said, for us, we've just got to don't take them lightly. We take these lightly, well, we will not win the game. So just go out, do your jobs, be professional, do whatever you have to do to get 3 points back the way side.
Dino, with your little yawn there, what formation do you think it is, and how happy are you with the lineup? I mean, you're never happy, so.
Well, apparently this is a 4-2-2, but it could be 4-3-3. Well, actually, it won't be 4-3-3 because we've only got 2 centre midfielders. It could be a 4-2-3-1, possibly with O'Brien just behind Wyke. It could be many things. The formation baffles me these days because we don't even know what we're playing, and neither does the club. But I am a bit worried about McFadzean being in there because I think he's going to be up against Williams, and I'm sure Williams scored against us last time he played as well, if I remember correctly. They've got Harrison. I'm sure he's one of the top goal scorers in the league, if I'm correct as well. Harrison's up there in top goal scorers. We all know John Marcus can score a goal as well. Their centre midfield is quite dangerous with Neil and Cannon. I just hope that the legs of Scowen and Winchester can outrun them. It's a strong team, but I do know. I watched your preview. I'm sure your mate says Raggett has been had a bit of a mare lately.
You flatter us.
He's a bit of a liability. He's a bit like Ozturk when he first joined, where he was a bit of a liability at first. So maybe if we can target him, because I know that Watmore's an actual really good centre back. But if we can get at that Raggett, and I don't know much about this Daniels, if we can get down that side, hopefully we can exploit them.
Well then, just quickly onto the live chat. Michael Temple says 3 points tonight at Pompey and win on Sunday. Of course, Aaron Fisher thinks 4-4-2, but it could even be a 4-4-2 tonight. You never know. I think it's just, I guess the only way to figure out is when the match actually comes on. Aaron Fisher is agreeing with Michael.
If it's a 4-4-2, who would start with Wyke up top though?
O'Brien. I mean, he'd be a second striker.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Well, okay, I was saying, if it's a 4-4-2, who's starting up top with Wyke though? That for me, that wouldn't make sense for a 4-4-2 because I don't know who would actually be there with him. Is it O'Brien possibly? Actually,
to repeat what we've just said, we did say O'Brien. Your internet must have lagged behind him. It'll be O'Brien because you don't put.
It's because someone tried to get us to join the call and I refused it.
Oh! Did you refuse the call? Did you? That's shocking. That's shocking. Like,
I know. Honestly, I'm so rude. I'm so rude.
He's live on SAFC Fan TV, man. We're running a tight
ship. Hold on. I'll just click the leave button and I'll go and join the call.
Get it? No, I'm only joking, Michael. What would it do without our balance? I'll just quickly know our team. Of course, Oliver Younger, who played. He's been taken out. I suspect that might be because of an injury, because he's might have been named on the bench. Alternatively, Tom Flanagan coming back. Are we excited that we might have another option to actually play at the back going into Sunday, considering Sanderson and Vokins are cup tied and there's any number of other players who are unavailable for reasons? Dino?
It's positive, but he won't be fully fit. And when Flanagan's not fully fit, he turns into Flappy Flanagan. So, and it depends who's going to partner next to him. I mean, do you put him there with Luke O'Nien? You just don't know what's going to happen for Sunday. But it's good to see him back on the bench. But he's still going to struggle in that game, I think, because, like you say, he won't be fully fit nowhere near.
Right. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I think you need a good few weeks of training and probably the odd few sub appearances really to be fully fit for a game. Of course, there Aaron 7902 says, "Let's go, lads! Love the new setup hours." And Michael has recently purchased a new adapter. Michael, how excited are you for your new adapter?
Well,
What's that?
Well, I haven't. Phil did it for us. Phil did it for us, so thanks very much, Phil, because I know you'll be watching this.
A very, very, very kind man is the boss, Phil.
That he can be.
Yeah. Again, McFadzean coming in of the team, of course. Michael, you touched on that really. Would you like to see Vokins come in, or is there anyone else?
Well, Vokins, out of the two of them, is who I've at least seen Vokins have a decent game, which I haven't seen from McFadzean. But I mean, apart from that, well, unless Hume got fully match fit ridiculously quickly, which isn't going to happen, then there's no one else you can put in, really. Obviously, McFadzean will probably have to play Sunday because Vokins is cup tied, and again, I can't imagine him being fully match fit. So I suppose we're just going to have to stick with McFadzean and hope he improves, however, by hook or by crook. Really?
Yes. Dino, is there anyone else you would have liked to see brought in for McFadzean? I mean, personally, if we could play three at the back, I wouldn't even mind seeing Gooch do a job at wing back. I know he might not be the greatest defensively, but then again, now there's McFadzean, but at least he might offer you something going forward. Is there anyone else who springs to mind for you?
Well, a left wing back.
No, a left wing back on the left-hand side of defence, really.
When's this for, tonight or Sunday?
No, for tonight.
Oh, for tonight. Jack Diamond probably could do that job. Like you say, I'm sure Dan Neil, when he first came into the team, he was playing left wing. So maybe him. I mean, you've got to experiment with these players, but not in games like this. So, like, you do the experimenting in the cups and the friendlies. I wouldn't be like, you've got to go with what you know in games like this, because if you put someone else, like say for example, you put someone like Jack Diamond at left back for McFadzean, and Jack Diamond had a stinker, you'd start thinking, well, would Callum McFadzean done a better job there? You just don't know. At the minute, you've got to go with what you know, and at the minute, what we know Callum McFadzean, because we don't know much about Vokins, and every time Vokins has played, he hasn't looked very good. I know McFadzean hasn't looked much better, but he's got the more experience because he's played in League 1 and 2, I think. So you've got to go with that over youth sometimes.
I think with him being taken out of the team for a little while, there's not much to say. Well, there's nothing to say that he couldn't come in and actually be better than he was previously. I mean, how many times do players come in have a poor start but then get better with time? I mean, Ozturk, a player who we actually mentioned earlier in the stream, was someone who got taken out of the team once and then came back in, and he came in, he didn't do brilliant, he got taken out of the team. Brought back in, and his performance has significantly improved. Could Vokins be a similar story to that? Now he's had a bit of time to settle in with Johnson in the squad, and that, who knows? But we'll get away from McFadzean. And before we go to Michael on his wonderful statistics on Portsmouth, we're just going to quickly jump on the live chat one more time. And Matthew Little says, Disco Mario, more like, obviously in reference to the little party that's going on in Dino's bedroom. SAFC Dave 17, evening to you. Jack Ludrow says, Dino having a cracking party tonight. Bradley Young, hello to you, says the internet is better tonight, Bowers. It is, Michael. Is that because of a new exciting adapter?
Well, let's hope so, lads. Let's hope so.
Yes. We've got a potential new nickname for Dino as well by Bradley Young. Dino the Disco Machine, or maybe Dino the Disco Doominator. You never know. There's any number of
Disco Doominator. There's his new nickname.
Maybe this is the fantastic type of content we can start putting. We've got a very busy week on SAFC Fan TV coming up, of course, with all of our streams, which I'm sure some of you might have seen on social media. Videos going up just about every day. So maybe we'll fit that into a live stream. We'll have a debate on what Dino's nickname should be. Say I can get Dino. Say I can get Disco. Sorry, in there. Paul McVeigh is comfortable. SAFC 3-0 win. Away, lads. Lads, going into tonight, of course, Fratton Park is a very tough place to go usually. However, I think considering the form that they're in, which I'm sure Michael is going to touch on in just a moment, and the form that we seem to be in, we've won 5 out of our last 6 games. I think tonight could actually be, if we're ever going to win at Fratton Park, I think tonight will be the night we do it, especially with no fans in. But I'm going to hand over to Michael, who's done some wonderful research on Portsmouth. Michael, give us the lowdown.
Okay, well, as it starts, obviously, Portsmouth at the minute, despite their run of form, they're 6th at the minute in the league. So obviously, they're just inside the playoffs. They've played out of 32 games, they've won 15, drawn 7, lost 10. Their goal difference is plus 15, and they've obviously currently got 52 points. But they would go within 2 points of Sunderland with a victory against them tonight. You'll be interested to know this. Ever since Sunderland dropped into League 1, in all competitions, we've played each other 8 times. In the last 2.5 seasons, 8 times. So the first season, we played each other 5 times. So obviously we played them twice in the league. We played them in what was the Checker Trade, but is now the Papa John's Trophy final. Played them twice in the playoffs as well. Last season, obviously, played against them twice, and we obviously played them this season. Out of the last 5 games that I've looked at, I think Portsmouth at the minute have lost, not done well in the last 6 games. They've lost 4 of them. But obviously, if any team's out of form, historically, Sunderland tend to be the team that ends up playing you back into form, because why not? We seem to be generous that way. They have, however, but since the turn of the year, though, bizarrely enough, they've only failed to score 3 times in 2021 so far. They found the net in the last 4 matches consecutively, although obviously in the last 2 games they've conceded 6 goals. Oh, damn. Thanks, Save Switch. Lincoln are winning. Anyway, they conceded 2 against Doncaster and then conceded 4 against Northampton at the weekend as they were 4-0 down, which I was incredibly shocked by. Sunderland, historically, Sunderland haven't done well away at Portsmouth. We haven't won there since 1997, which was a 4-1 win in what was the old Division 1. So, and then obviously the players that we have to look out for in particular, based on stats anyway, John Markey scored 13 goals this season, 2 of which came against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light in October. Ronan Curtis, who scored 8 goals and got 6 assists this season. Tom Naylor scored 7 goals this season from midfield, which isn't too bad. And Marcus Harness, who, like I said earlier, scored against us at the Stadium of Light, has got 6 goals and 8 assists this season. So we're going to have our work cut out. We're going to have our work cut out for us, but we've got to turn up. It's as simple as that. Like Jack said, if there's going to be any time that we go to Fratton Park and win, it's probably going to be now. It's our best, because with the fans, the Pompey fans actually make it quite I'm not going to say fortress, but they make it a more of an intimidating place. And I think, especially with what I've read from Pompey fans in the build-up to this game, apparently if Sunderland get at them, we could cause them problems. But the same as the other way around. They've got the attack, regardless of their form. They're still in the playoffs. They've still got players like I've mentioned, like Marcus, Curtis, Naylor, Harness. They've still got those players who are more capable of hurting Sunderland. So we can't let them get at us. As simple as that. We, again, don't take them lightly. If we get at them and go in front, then we could be in for a good night. But it's all of the application. It depends whether Pompey wanting a response and respond from losing 4-1 at the weekend, or the other way around could be if their heads are really dropping and they're really low on confidence from the weekend. It all depends, but Sunderland have just got to do our own business, and hopefully it's enough to get the win.
Thank you, Michael. Quickly onto the live chat. Mark Rodham says, lads, don't do anything like making beds. If you don't normally do it, keep it to the rituals. Obviously, we've got a lot of discussion and debate centered around Dino and his bed-making tendencies, of course. Acacia Cameron Jude, hello to you as well. Matthew Little says, Mario off. Ha, ha, ha. I'm not exactly sure what he's getting at. Ken Walton, good evening to you, watching from Cornwall. Thank you for tuning in. Ziploc 9000, as always. Is tuning in from Massachusetts. Frank, we try and miss his 2-0 today. I think I'll go for 2-1 myself. I think that's what I said on my preview, and I will stick to that. Wee Philly as well, whoever he is, says Marquis with a question mark, not entirely sure what he's getting at. Lauren Kenny, evening to you as well. Steve M says Portsmouth names a bit easier than Rochdale last Saturday, Dino. I'm not sure what he's trying to get at there. Michael, what's so funny?
No, it was just the fact that Portsmouth's players' names will be a bit easier for Dino to say than Rochdale's. And I probably agree, because you know more Pompey's.
Yes, of course. That went over my head there for a brief second now.
Well, the thing is, though, I'm not commentating the day because I'll be that far behind, so I don't even have to mention any of the names. It's up to you two.
I know. It's a very...
Well, that's fine. Jack, what you need to do is just have Dino look at the live chat. He can just be the chief chat looker tonight.
Yeah. Of course, as Philly has just left a comment there, fun enough, I was going to get onto that in a moment, but he's given us a lovely little segue. He says, I would take a defeat tonight in exchange for a win at Wembley on Sunday. Philly, I completely disagree on the other way around. Lads, what game is more important? I've been having this debate with a few people today, tonight or Sunday? And first and foremost, we'll go to the Disco Party Germinator.
I said this on Sunday. It's the league over the cup. Simple as that. I mean, if we don't win on Sunday, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't stop you from going up or down. Whereas this game potentially has the thing to stop us from getting second place, or maybe it might get that bad where it might knock out the playoffs because it's that tight. You've got to win this game. You've got to beat the teams around you. You know what I mean? You've got to beat these teams in Portsmouth. If them win, I think, what will they be, like 2 points behind we? I'd rather beat them and be 7 points ahead of them, or how many points would be ahead. So yeah, I'd take a win here all day over Sunday.
100%, Dino. It's a massive, massive game this tonight, and I think not only is it a 6-pointer, but it can be a bit of a statement victory. Where, you know, if we do win, and I hello to Dean Wood as well, by the way, our resident Birmingham City fan. But if we do win tonight, not only of course is it important in terms of getting points on the board and stop preventing Portsmouth from gaining on us, but actually we are winning a fixture. As Michael said, when was the last time we beat them, Michael? So long ago. You know, we don't tend to win away at Fratton Park. If we win tonight,
1997.
1997. There you go. Before I was born, of course. Although that's not too long ago, according to a lot of people. Michael, win tonight or win on Sunday?
I'm sure Phil would remind you of that.
Yes, if he was here. Michael, win tonight or win on Sunday?
Well, you obviously want to win both of them, but out of the two of them, I'd pick tonight all day long. It's the main objective is the league. I do think winning at Sunday, winning at Wembley. Don't get me wrong. I think it'd be a big morale booster, and not to mention, again, like I've said before, if Sunderland did finish in the playoffs and happened to get to the final, then the fact they've won at Wembley could be a big thing. So both of them obviously are massive, but if I had to pick one of them to win, I would pick tonight.
Yes. Just very quickly, 137 people watching, 46 likes. If you haven't already, please do give us a thumbs up. If you're watching on the mobile device, you'll have to, it depends on what it is, but you might have to close the live chat off very quickly and just hit that thumbs up icon. We love to get into 200 by the end of every stream. We normally do it, and we would really, really appreciate if you could just take a second of your time and just go over and hit the like button. Just quickly go back to the live chat, of course. Aaron7202 says, important that we score early tonight. There's confidence will be low and the heads will drop. The longer we leave in the game, the more the confidence will grow. I guess that's a fair point. Lauren Kenny says she's got a soft spot for Chris Maguire. Haven't we all, Lauren, deep down, really? Conrad Lee, of course, even to you as well. Mandy Max 16 says 4222. It could work out that way. Of course, Ziploc 9000 says, what's the bet? Portsmouth will be dirty and try to get 09 sent off. 09 is, go on, Dean, I can see you wanting him.
On the 4222, I'm on Sky Sports right now, and the lineup came up and it said 442.
Yeah, it came up for me as well. Wow, was that how far behind you are, Dino?
Shut up, man. You're on Now TV, same as me, man. I mean, you'll be about the same.
All right, okay then.
Well, I hope so anyway.
Yes, Jack Ludlow, of course, given his usual.
Well, for if it's worth anything, now on mine, they're just advertising the Wembley double this weekend.
Well, I'm getting the Bet365 advert up, but very quickly on the live chat.
I've got Kenny Jackett and Pig and Lee Johnson talking.
Oh, that was yonks ago for me. Anyway, Jack Ludlow, given his usual prediction of what minute we're going to score in, hasn't been right so far. Is tonight the 90s right? He's his 90th minute scorpion kick. That'd be very interesting if it was. I mean, will it get to the 90th minute without a goal going in there? Tyler Metcalf as well. Good evening to you. Yes, just quickly in the live chat as well. Michael Tempton says, who's our last home game at the stadium? I'm not sure if anyone wants to find out. That would be very much appreciated.
It's Northampton.
It's Northampton. Of course, Michael knows that. He knows every fixture off the top of his head, don't you, Michael?
Yeah, I'm just sad.
Marley Gibson, of course you're not, Michael. Marley Gibson, of course, as she always point just I think made before already saying formation isn't always set in stone, it's flexible. We might start in a 4-4-2, but that could easily change to a 4-2-3-1, and then we attack, we usually go to back three. That is a fair point, actually. Formations do tend to be quite interchangeable as well. Tom Lawrence says Dino's goal celebration today, or what a rush, like the Legion of Doom. Aaron7202 says, let's go, lads. Love the new setup. Bowers. There's a lot of people who are enjoying your new setup. Yeah,
that's because I don't have my PS4 downstairs. I usually have it in my room. That's why I usually watch the games. Whereas tonight on Sky Sports, I've managed to get the living room. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a regular thing, but we'll make use of it tonight.
Oh. Michael, you had our hopes up there. I've had a bit of a change of setup as well, but that's some issues as well, as Dino is in his usual bedroom.
Hey, get used to it. Someone do that to us on a regular basis.
Hey! We all love a bit of Bowers banter, don't we, of course. Lads, it's always a really competitive game tonight. Game, isn't it, really? Portsmouth, Sunderland. How important do you think it is to get one over in our rivals? Is it important at all, Dino?
Well, every game, why are Portsmouth aren't our rivals? There's this thing where we hate each other. I mean, I don't really care about Pompey. I don't get where this rivalries came from. I don't care. I don't know where this rivalries came from. Is this because we've been in this league 3 years and so has Pompey and we've always been challenging? I mean, is that what it is? I don't know.
Well, something I think is that because we are both, like, we both came into League One, we both know we're clubs who shouldn't be in League One in a million years. You know, we're bigger clubs in this division, really. And we both are the big dogs, really. Not to toot our own horn there. But, you know, we are, let's face it, we are clubs far big enough for this league. And I think that we've kind of looked to each other as like rivals. It's like there's no one else who kind of comes anywhere near us. I think we both kind of look at each other and being like, oh, well, you're kind of the only the real like big club here. I mean, I guess you could argue now with a few other teams who've dropped into the division, there are like a Hull, maybe Charlton, there are clubs as well who are in that conversation now. But I think we've always looked at each other as kind of, you know, we can be who can be the bigger of the two. And I think we've played each other so much that naturally a rivalry just kind of springs about. But anyway, Tom Morris in the live chat is, I think we will play two different formations, one when we're attacking and another defensively. As Wee Philly says, Stato Michael. Michael, you are our chief stats man, aren't you?
Well, yes, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yes. Alison Gualpa, I think her name's. Sorry if I've butchered your name ever so slightly, but says, is there a website where I can watch the football live? Unfortunately, only on Sky. Obviously, Dino's got it on Now TV as well, which I'm sure he'll whinge about all night when we are.
I'm already whinging about it, mate. I'm already whinging about it.
Well, if there's one thing to say about Dino, he loves a good whinge because he is, of course, if you didn't know, he is the Dominator. Dean Wood says, you certainly won't be the last two big clubs. And they go, no, I know that. Of course, there are going to be other clubs dropping down who are big clubs. But I think at the moment, we both feel as if we should be slightly higher, you know, in a slightly higher division, whether it be, I think, ourselves, Premier League, or maybe, you know, some people would say it's Championship, whatever. But I think we both understand really that we should be in a slightly higher division than we are. And I think we both look at each other as a competitor, I think, as a direct competitor. If you haven't got anything you want us to go through in the last kind of 2 to 3 minutes before Michael takes over for commentary, please do get your suggestions in on the live chat. As Tom Wallace says, Conrad, we will be fine. We are Sunderland. Yes, of course. That is who we are. We are Sunderland. Oh, wrong one. We are Sunderland AFC. StreamYard, flipping the camera as always. Confusing me. Alison Gottes says, can any of you tell me if there was a throw-in in the first 5 minutes? Clearly, someone's got a slightly weird bet on there, of course. Mr. 90 says 2-2. Is also saying Winchester in 09 on the score sheet. As SAFC Fan TV, that would be Philly says the posh have had a player sent off. Michael, do you want to quickly run us through the current scores in League One? I know you like to keep up to date with them.
Okay, hold on. Just have to flick through the channel. Right, so scores in League One. I'll wait until they actually come up. Yeah, Hamilton's been not long sent off for Peterborough. Yeah, just literally. Oh, here we go. Right, AFC Wimbledon 0, Burton 0, Bristol Rovers 1, Accrington Stanley 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Northampton Town 0, Crewe Alexandra 0, Doncaster 0, Ipswich 0, Lincoln 1. We do that score change in Ipswich. MK Dons 0, Blackpool 1. Peterborough 1, Hull City 1, but obviously Peterborough down to 10 men. Hamilton sent off for Peterborough, just wait for the ones. That might be the latest game. Plymouth, Argyle 0, Wigan Athletic. I know that one's probably not relevant to us. And I think that's the last game. No. Rochdale 0, Shrewsbury Town 0, and Swindon 0, Oxford United 1. Those are the current scores as it stands.
Thank you for that, Michael. Thank you for a bit of insight there. Dominic Porter says it's a bit of a north-south rivalry. Yeah, I guess you could say. I think that's maybe come into it as well slightly. You could say that. Paul Jorgensen.
Well, if it is a rivalry, it's one we haven't done well in the last few seasons. So we've lost the last two meetings against Pompey, so let's put that to an end.
Thank you for reminding us, you little Dominator, Michael.
I'm taking Dino's place, man.
You are, because Dino, unfortunately, won't be at the commentator. I know. We do apologise on behalf of Dino himself. Whenever he watches games on Now TV, he feels the need to tell us that he can't commentate. Unfortunately, usually has to get Phil to jump in for him. I'm just waiting to see if he's going to bite. Oh, he's saying something. No, I think he's connected. Oh, he's muted himself, actually. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh, he did.
No. What I'm trying to do is, because I don't know if it's because Now TV app runs a bit behind, so I'm trying to watch it on the laptop as of now, but it's just not working. Like, so, it's one of them.
Unfortunately,
I just don't understand why. I don't understand why Live TV and Now TV don't run at the same. It makes no sense because it's off Sky, so I don't get why you're so far behind. It's stupid. So you're basically not watching Live TV because you're not watching it live, are you? You're watching it a couple minutes behind.
Well, I will tell you on my screen. They've just gone through the teams. They're just focusing on Tom Naylor now, so I'm guessing that they're going to be kicking off any second. Anything in the live chat quickly, chat, before I start?
Yes, Dave Watson says we don't like flares at the stadium. Like, yeah, of course. I think incidents like that really didn't help. We kind of took a real dislike to them for that as well.
Yeah.
But no, Michael, if you're ready to go, then take it away. Take it away, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on mine, they're just stand. I think Tom Naylor's number 7. Whoever it is. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. They're just standing over the ball. They've just done the knee. Pompey's about to kick off.
We don't have to.
They're just ready, and they've kicked off. Pompey are kicking from left to right. Pompey are kicking from left to right in the first half. Obviously, Sunderland from right to left. It's a bit of a scrap in the opening stages. Sunderland have managed to launch a clearer ball forward. I think that Sean Raggett has just passed the ball to Craig McKillivray. So we're just waiting. There we go. Craig McKillivray has just launched it forward. We're in Pompey's half here. I think that's Luke O'Nien about to go against Ellis Harrison. Oh, McPower tried to compete for the ball. Nope, he's won a free kick off Harvey White, I think it is. Number 23. I think number 23 for Pompey. I believe that's Harvey White. But anyway, with a free kick to Sunderland in Sunderland's half after 35 seconds or so. I don't suppose anything in the comments or in the live chat, and there's not really much point in asking what people's thoughts are in the first 35 seconds. Either way, free kick to Sunderland. Oh, no, so far. I haven't conceded yet, so that's a start.
Okay, no problems.
Wait and see who's going to hit the free kick. Lieber has just taken the free kick, which he has just done so. Launched it towards our left-hand side. Pompey's right-hand side of the pitch. Oh, here we go. Hasn't took long for the head tennis to ensue here.
Hey, there we go. I was wondering how long it would take.
Oh, guess who it is? Callum, yeah, Callum McFadden. Guess Callum McFadden straight away. See, Johnson, this is why you shouldn't be.
I was more on about your statement.
Anyway, Callum McFadden's just conceded a free kick for. He tried to compete with John Markey for a. Yeah, I know. Well, it is kind of a state. They both went for head tennis, but Callum McFadden mistimed his jump, and therefore John Markey went down on the ground and Pompey have a free kick, which is just inside Sunderland's half to the right hand side, to their right, our left hand side. I think this is Watmore's about to take it. He's got it forward. It's headed out clear by Sunderland. Pompey managed to get the ball back. They're probably about 2/3 of the way up the pitch. Before he's got the ball, he's taking on Sunderland down the left-hand side. The ball comes into the box, but it's been headed out by Callum McFadden, but only as far as just outside the penalty box. Pompey have miskicked it, and Sunderland could be through here. No, they're not. Oh, hang on, they could be. Sunderland have got the ball just for the halfway line. McGeady's got it. He's got into Pompey's half. It was just to prove the centre circle. Winchester's now passed it out wide towards Jordan Jones. He's going to take on, I think it's Luke Bolton who plays right back for Pompey. Jordan Jones, he's got past him. He's put a ball into the box. Is anything going to come from it? And it is not. It is a Sunderland corner. 22 minutes and 2.5 minutes gone, basically. Pompey 0, Sunderland 0. Quickly, Jack, anything in the live comments before the corner's taken?
I think if Dino can keep an eye on them tonight, I'll be ideal with them not commentating. Ben Allison Skane 2023, of course, in Pompey down to 10 men. We got that update just beforehand. Tom Wallace says no throw-ins 130. You're getting closer. Allison Guapa says, someone tell me, please. Michael, will be back and play?
Yeah, not quite.
Oh well, then we'll just have to sit here in silence.
We're just about to be. Aidan McGeady's on the corner from the right hand side. The ball comes in the box. It's a corner that's pretty much missed everybody, but it's got Winchester. He's headed it, and it's a free kick to Pompey for some bizarre reason. I'm not quite sure why, but either way, Pompey to Sunderland. It's going to be the same again. That literally, as soon as we're going to say, "Oh, the ball's out of play," and then the ball goes back in play and goes out of play again. What's the referee doing? I think it's a free kick that McKillivray is going to take.
It happens every week, doesn't it?
Sorry, they're not. Okay, McKillivray launched the ball forward. Ellis Harrison up against Max Power. Oh, well, that's good to know. Anyway, Ball's just been launched for it. Again, it's the typical game that you expected to be so far. McGeady is trying to press Watt, who managed to clear the ball. That was McGeady anyway. Again, another installment of how much are we going to see of that in this game? Ball launched forward again. Once again, so now someone said, who's going to have a throw in the first minute? Pompey have got a throw in just before the 4th minute.
Sunderland
nil. There's the cameraman who's gone on Kenny Jackett, who's been under quite a bit of pressure for fans. Yeah, Kenny Jackett under quite a bit of pressure from Pompey fans. And there's another throw in, but this time to Sunderland, basically from just inside their own half, took the throw in and was headed out, I presume, off one of their own players for a throw in to Sunderland. Callum McFadden is just standing over it. He's just waiting to see who's there with him. Come on, lads. Anyway, right, Josh Gowan's got it. Has he managed to get hold of it? No. Sunderland have retained the ball again. Now, Callum McFadden switched it out to the right-hand side towards Max Power, who in turn gives it to Jordan Jones. He's just going to try and run past Luke Bolton again, I think. Nope, he's forced it back towards Max Power. Passed it back to Dion Sanderson. I presume he's going to pass to Luke O'Neill. Can't even say back to Bailey White because he's not playing at the minute. Josh Gowan's now received the ball from midfield. Tried to pass it through towards Charlie White, but has been dispossessed. Very scrappy game so far. Neither team's able to keep hold of the ball. So we need to try and see if we can do it. Oh, a bit of a risky pass around the back from Callum McFadden, but Dion Sanderson's managed to deal with it. Max Power's got the ball, passes it back towards Lee Burge in Sunderland's penalty box. He's got Dion Sanderson, Luke on either side of him, but he's going to do a long kick. And I think it's going to go out for a throw-in. No, it's not. It doesn't look like it is anyway. Pompey attacking by Marcus Harness up against Luke O'Neill. He put the ball across the ball to just outside the box. Harvey White from distance. He's got a shot, but it has been blocked, and it's back up to number 21. I think that might be... Oh, no, that's left back. Charlie Daniels puts the ball into the box, but it's overhit, and it's missed everybody, but it's gone as far as Marcus Harness. Right, Pompey's right, our left-hand side. Drill ball across the box. Okay, Pompey starting to try and put a bit of pressure on here, but Ian McGeady's got the ball, trying to bring it out of the defence. Switches it towards Carl Winchester. Jordan Jones, not far off the halfway line. Jordan Jones on the right-hand side for Sunderland, up against Harvey White. Passes it back towards Dion Sanderson. Yeah, Pompey are playing a bit of a high press at the moment. Passes it right. Switch across the field again. Callum McFadden, long ball forward. That's not going to reach White. He managed to bounce off White, but Pompey have got the ball back. Come on, press them. Right, Pompey have launched the ball for it. This is going to be a theme in this game constantly. Luke O'Neill has just conceded a foul on Ellis Harrison. Sorry, can't even talk. Ball basically went forward. It was a loose ball in the air. Harrison and O'Neill went for the same ball, and O'Neill's conceded the free kick. Anything in the comments? Whoever's in charge of that.
Dino, I think that's going to be the doom.
James Woodmass.
Sorry, back in play again. Ball into the box. Okay. Sorry, I was doing that. Right, Max Power's got the ball up against Harvey White. He's now giving it to Jordan Jones, back to Dion Sanderson. Any options there? He's tried to switch it again. Callum McFadden, is he going to get to that ball? Wow, he's managed to control it. He's done something half decent for a change. And I think he's won Sunderland a throw-in. No, it's not. It's gone out for a Pompey throw-in. Okay, then. I would ask you if there's anything in the live chat, but the second I do that, we're going to go back and play again, probably. Cameraman's just on... Sorry, Dino?
You said you're out of play, but carry on, Michael. Just go, keep going.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Sunderland. Pompey took the throw, but Sunderland dispossessed them, and we're now into the centre of the pitch again. Sorry, what's second about? I'm on 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, wow. You're very
ball launched forward. Charlie White, right hand side, but it looks like it's going to go out for a kick. No, it's going to go out for a throw in to Sunderland. Goodness me, I must be quite ahead of you then. Anyway,
what minute are you on, like, Jack?
Throw in to the
5 minutes 54. 5 minutes 55.
Max Power's just rubbing his shirt over the ball.
Wow, I'm 6 minutes, mate.
We actually do a long throw in. Max Power standing over there.
6 minutes.
Short throw towards Aidan O'Brien. Aidan O'Brien's now received the ball. Looking to see where the options are again. Pass back towards Dion Sanderson. He's managed to hold off a challenge from Pompey. It's going towards Jordan Jones. We're trying to do nice little ones and triangles, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Pompey now got the ball. It's just, again, scrappy affair. This game's pretty much continued here. Ball forward. Callum McFadden out in towards Aidan McGeady. Go on, Scowen, get to that. Okay, he's headed it back on Sanderson, who launches it forward. That's probably going to be a throw into Portsmouth. Yes, it is. Throw into Portsmouth just after 8 minutes. Whoever's in charge of the live chat, go for it.
Brian E. Malone, Pompey supporter, come on, Blue Army. I don't agree with you. Danny S., anyone got a link? I'm from Glasgow and skint. Unfortunately, you've got to watch it on Sky. You can't even watch it on the Sun website. But back to your way, Michael.
Well, as you were talking, the throw-in was taken and it's been headed quickly back up for yet another throw-in. So whoever wanted a throw-in in the first 5 minutes, if it was the first 10 minutes, you'd have about probably 5 or 6 throw-ins at this point. Because neither team seems to be able to keep the ball on the playing surface. I know, yeah, exactly. Right, Charlie Daniels took the throw-in. Harvey White back towards Charlie Daniels. It's going down the left-hand side. Ball's gone forward again, but it's back to Lee Burge. Lee Burge has rolled it out in front of him to Luke O'Neill. Calum McFadzean. Oh, that's a bit of we've managed to get away with it for them. Luke O'Nine's passing it towards Lee Burge. Passes it to Dion Sanders out on our right to their left-hand side. It's now got it back into Pompey's half, but it's been headed clear. Pompey have had the danger clear from the loose ball. Go on, O'Neill, get to it. Okay, we could stop doing with these long balls all the time. Luke O'Nine's got the ball forward. O'Brien's trying to press Sean Raggett, and he's managed to press him enough to the point where we get a throw-in just before 10 minutes, which is going to be taken quickly, I think. No, Jordan Jones has passed it to Max Power. So Max Power is going to take the throw-in for Sunderland. We're just waiting to see who is going to make themselves available. Come on, right, Max Power. He's trying to take the throw-in. Sanderson's got it. Tried to pass it back towards Max Power to lose the ball. John Marquis for Portsmouth has got it. Carl Winchester has needlessly given away a free kick. And it is a free kick to Portsmouth from the 10th minute. So anything in the live chat, guys?
Elvis Francesca, let's go Sunderland. Norman Longstaff, can we have a lucky break? Conrad Lee, I'm just glad I can't hear play up Pompey. That is a quite annoying chant. What you, Michael?
Yeah, that'll be something for the moment. Okay, free kick's been taken, but it's yet a bit more head tennis. But Pompey have now got the ball. Marcus Harness up against Calum McFadzean. This is the thing I'm really worried about. Pompey have now got the ball. So Luke Bolton has managed to try to put a ball forward, but it's been deflected to Calum McFadzean. Calum McFadzean's messing about on the ball in an area where he really shouldn't be doing it. Okay, Luke O'Nine's got it. He's going to launch it. Right, in that situation, just get rid of it. Charlie White, is he going to get to it? Nope. He's up against Sean Raggett, who's passed the ball back to McIllifray. But White's trying to press him. And we pressed him to taking the goal kick. More head tennis going on. And Luke O'Neill, no, Dion Sanderson's now got the ball. Max Powers, right-hand side, just inside of Pompey's half, isn't it? Yeah. Pass forward to Jordan Jones, up against Harvey White. And then we've got Charlie Daniels on their left-hand side. Winchester's got the ball back in midfield. He's trying to pass it back towards Dion Sanderson. A bit of a mix-up there, but we've managed to get away with it. Carl Winchester's got it again. Luke O'Neill has now got the ball. Alias Harrison right in front of him. John Marquis now in front of Dion Sanderson, who's now passed it to Max Power. Back again inside Pompey's half. It's pretty much been a pretty midfield battle. It's been a very scrappy battle. I don't think we've had a shot yet. Long ball ball down the left-hand side. Aidan McGeady's on the ball. He's going to try and take on Pompey. He's going to go for a shot here. Aidan McGeady! Oh! Shot saved by Craig McIllifray. Shot from probably about 25 yards, which was creeping into the top corner. Good save for McIllifray. So Sunderland now have a corner. I'll just watch the replay again. Ball managed to cross down towards Aidan McGeady, left-hand side, tried to take on Marcus Harness, and then went for a shot that was again going creeping into the top corner. Had it been McIllifray not in. So a corner to Sunderland in 12 minutes gone. See who's going to be taking this. I would obviously ask you to try and do the live chat, but that corner will probably be taken. Corner taken for Sunderland. John does take Charlie White. It's a goal! Charlie White is
Come on! Yeah, I haven't seen him get in.
Get on! Cross. Yeah, that's the advantage of being ahead. Right, okay, I'll describe the goal here. I'm just waiting for the replay to show it. But anyway, that's Charlie White's 21st. I think it's his 21st league goal of the season. Jordan Jones put the cross in from the right-hand side. It was just driven outside the 6-yard box. Sean Raggett, I think it's Sean Raggett, who's number 20, leaves Charlie White completely free. Tries to get across him, but it was too late. But a perfectly accurately placed header from Charlie White headed into the right-hand side of the goal. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. Thoughts? Either of you? Go for it. Thoughts?
Have you seen the goal yet, Jack?
I've just seen it, yeah. I mean, obviously, a very well-taken header by White, of course. I'm just getting the replay back as well myself, but just got to mention it really, the defender on Portsmouth part wasn't brilliant. I'm not sure who was meant to be marking White, but whoever it was just left him completely unmarked. There, White's lost his man, to be fair. He's went one way, and I think he was expecting him to go the other. It's Sean Raggett. Yeah, he's Sean Raggett. I think he's expecting to go one minute. He's went the other. He's completely lost his man. But it's a very well taken out of Mike and a good ball in from Jones as well. That's his second assist in 2 games now, I believe, and obviously both under the head of Charlie White.
Yeah, right. Anyway, sorry. What's happened since is as the ball it's been scrappy again coming from play. Carl Winchester tried to went for him for what looked like a bit of a reckless challenge on Luke Bolton. So it's a free kick to Pompey, but I don't know whether he's going to be giving any cards away. Oh, that's quite nasty, that. Carl Winchester a bit too eager. It looks like I think he must have been booked, surely. Doesn't look like kids. Or is the no? Okay, Carl Winchester, like Carl Winchester's been booked. This guy hasn't come up with anything.
Oh.
Right, okay. Pompey have got a free kick, just not far inside their half. Charlie Daniels. Yeah, maybe I'm being harsh then. Charlie Daniels, that's not a bad ball into the box. Come on, you've got to deal with it, lads. We're trying to see if we can just deal with it. Oh, God, Pompey outside the box, but we managed to get it. Okay, right, Aidan McGeady. He's passed it through to Aidan O'Brien. Oh, Max Power's going to try and go ahead of him. Oh, Brian trying that. Aidan O'Brien held the ball for too long. Max Power was to the right-hand side. Held on, and he's lost the ball. Now, Pompey have got possession again. John Raggett, just inside Sunderland's half. He's more over actually, up again, even and got away from Charlie Wyke. But we managed. Are we getting the ball back? Doesn't look like it. No, we've conceded another free kick. Giving away far too many silly free kicks here for me. Anyway, Ellis Harrison's won a free kick off Josh Scowen. So 15 minutes gone. Pompey 0-1 free kick. Sorry, Dion, very quickly before this is taken. What are your thoughts on the game so far? Obviously, we're winning 1-0.
Scrappy. It's been scrappy, but McGeady with a shot what led to the corner. It was a lovely bit of play, and then the corner. I mean, Raggett. I mentioned him because of the preview. Raggett lost his man, and Wyke heads it in. Happy days. I said 4-0. It's going to happen. 4-0.
Not too.
Here we go. Cross comes into the box, and it's been headed. I think it's Luke O'Nien. Charlie White's managed to keep it in, doing his fair defending here. Pass it to McFadzean. Launch it if you have to in that situation. Yep, McFadzean has launched it. Back as far as Luke Bolton for Portsmouth. Now, Jack Watmore. I think it's Jack Watmore. Goodness me, he's tall. It's on the ball. Harvey White's now received it. Passed it back to Tom Naylor, who's going to launch it forward towards Pompey's left attacking side, our right defensive side. McFadzean's managed to win the duel between them, but I think looks like John Mulkey was offside. So 16 minutes gone. We've got a free kick. Anything in the live comments, guys?
Chris Lowe, Pompey's just stood and watched.
Is that
QT Splashy Fringe? However, lads,
of course you read
Donny
that
Van Wiegen, where can I watch the game? Unfortunately, you've got to watch it on Sky, mate. That's the only way you can watch it. Right, you, Michael?
Right, okay then. Sorry, Lee Burgess took the free kick forward. Okay then. So Josh, right, it's going to be a very scrappy affair again. Right, Luke O'Nien's managed to clear the ball forward. Charlie Wyke is the target. He's managed to hold on to it. Aidan McGeady's to his left-hand side. He's managed to receive it. There's nobody there with him though. He's going to have to take on like 3 Pompey players, which he didn't manage to do. But the tackle managed to find Callum McFadzean. Scowen passed it to Jordan Jones, who gave it back to Callum McFadzean, who tried to pass back to Jordan Jones, but managed to lose the possession. So now Ellis Harrison's managed to get it for Pompey. Jack Watmore, I think, Sean Raggers passed it down to Charlie Daniels. I think he's the ex-Bournemouth left-back. I could be wrong, though. He's drawn down the left-hand side. I can't quite see who that is from a distance. No, it's John Markey. He's managed to get hold of the ball. It's passed back towards in the midfield. So now Harvey White's got it with Tom Naylor. Ellis Harrison's up against Luke O'Nien. Come on, lads. You need to see this through. Marcus Harness has got it through. Luke Bolton's down the left hand on the right hand side, but it's been boxed by McGeady, and it is a corner for Portsmouth. We can't afford to let he's back in the game. Continue the live comments quick.
Tony Lee says, scrappy, we've totally outplayed them. Well, I disagree. I think it's been a bit scrappy. No one can keep a hold of the ball, but that's up to Tony Lee. Steve Connaughton, out, Tony.
And Pompey's going to go for it. Ellis Harrison with a header, and it is headed over. Sorry, continue.
Stephen M73, Charlie Wyke stayed on the edge of the penalty area and attacked the ball. No one tracked him. Exactly, that's why Raggett is their weakling at the minute. Michael?
He'll join us probably Thursday Night Live.
Okay. No, I heard you say that's why Raggett. I thought you were finishing the sentence, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyway. We've got a goal kick from Lee Burge. So I'm on, at the minute, at the time I'm speaking, I'm on 18 minutes and 20. Lee Burge has just taken the goal kick. We're in Pompey's half again. Aidan McGeady was good, I think was the closest to the ball, but I could be wrong there. Right, okay. Again, another scrap midfield area of the pitch. Josh Scown's launched it forward, only as far as Charlie Daniels. Aidan O'Brien was on his tail, but he's managed to pass to Sean Raggett. Just walking, just sort of running around with it in Pompey's own box. Passed it towards Jack Watmore, who's managed to get it forward again. Header well won by Luke O'Nien. Man on Scowen. Scowen's got the ball down on our left there, right hand side. Scowen's just got it in midfield. He's going to switch it. He's going to aim for Jordan Jones. Hasn't quite managed to get to him, but it's a loose ball I think Max Power's going to be going for, and we've managed to get the possession back. Jordan Jones has got it. Now it's Carl Winchester just on the halfway line. Dion Sanderson's got it just behind the centre circle. Luke O'Nien back to Dion Sanderson. Power's down his right hand side, but he passes it forward. A simple pass to Carl Winchester. Fair enough if you can't keep it simple. Ball going forward again. Pompey managed to miscue their clearance, I should say, or whatever it was they were attempting to do, and it was a throw into Sunderland, which Callum McFadzean, I think it looks like he's going to take, but the camera's on Dion Sanderson at the minute. Come on, Sky Camera. Actually try to get towards the action of play. Dion Sanderson's first senior goal in 2-0 win. Yep, we already know that, mate. But obviously I know. Max Power's got it. Jordan Jones. He's going to take on Charlie Daniels. He's put a ball into the box. It's a bit overhit here, but Pompey have headed it out only towards Aidan McGeady on the left side. He's taking the harness on. There's a cross. Oh, it's a cross, and okay. I think that was Aidan O'Brien who was going in at the right back post, but McGillivray's managed to claim it. Either that or the defenders, I think it might have been Charlie Daniels or Sean Raggett, has managed to intervene and gone back to Keegan McGillivray. I've just seen the replay, so I'll tell you again. Aidan McGeady, very, very good ball after beating Marcus Harness, and it has been, that was Sean Raggett. Sean Raggett, I think, looked like he chested it down towards Craig McGillivray, and his goal kick mustn't have been very successful because Sunderland had the ball back, although now we've just given a throw into Pompey. Lads, thoughts on the first 20 minutes? Well, for me, for you, it's probably the first 18 minutes, but so far, thoughts?
I've just got to the point when the keeper's just picked up the ball. I mean, I'm struggling, to be honest, because I've had to turn it off a couple of times to try and get it sorted out. I would largely, from what I've seen, echo what Dino said of it being a relatively scrappy game.
Hold on, there could be a good chance here for Marcus Harness. Max Powers managed to win the tackle. He's won it, and he's won a comp from that looked quite... Oh, sorry, it was Will.
By the way, Michael,
Max Power, but we... Sorry, Dino.
You do know Marcus Harness? I don't think Marcus Harness is on the pitch, you know. I'm sure he's on the bench. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what it is? I keep thinking it was number 7. Are you sure he's not on the... Okay, if you check...
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Dino. Is he on the pitch?
No, he's not on the pitch, mate. He's on the bench. That's Williams. You're talking about number 7.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why he's not starting. Okay, then. Right, well, then there you go. That was an epic fail moment from me then.
Epic
first, and it won't be the last. Goal kick is, if we had a free kick, which has been taken and wasted because we've now conceded a throw in, my mistake. Pompey is waiting to take it, but they have done so, and they've just given us a throw in. Goodness me, this is so League One. This literally take a throw in and then put it out for yet another throw into the opposition this time. Who's standing over this? Callum McFadzean, right? That's good. You take the throw in, so you can't cost us as much from it. Callum McFadzean, ball over his head. Right. Post fast forward towards Aidan McGeady. He's going to keep hold of the ball and missed the challenge from Pompey. Josh Scowen's got the ball. Yeah. Carl Winchester, Max Power, right hand side. He's trying to put a ball forward. He was trying to get through a ball forward towards Jordan Jones, but it's been intercepted. And Sunderland have got the ball back again. Aidan O'Brien, we're going forward. We're not far outside Pompey's penalty area. Jordan Jones received it on the right hand side. Power's on the overlap. He's just, where's the options there, mate? Jordan Jones passed to Max Power. Jordan Jones again trying to do an overlap. Powers dinged it forward towards Jordan Jones. Carl Winchester is just right next, just ahead of him, although it's 3 Pompey players. Power cross into the box. It's headed out by Portsmouth towards Williams, who's cleared it out for a throw-in to Sunderland. I'll wait and see if this is getting taken quickly here. I don't know about you guys. I think it's oh, yeah. And by the way, it's past 22 and a half minutes on my end, but if you want me to continue, Jack, I'm more than happy to. I'll continue for the minute. Scowen's got the ball midfield, under pressure from John Markey. Dion's launched it forwards, and it looks like it's going to go out for a goal kick to Portsmouth here. No, is it not? No. Jack Watmore's headed as cleared again, but only as far as Callum McFadzean, who headed it to Charlie White, who I thought might have been. It doesn't look like it. McGeady cross into the box, but it's reached but even Sunderland Headed out, Carl Winchester's passed it to Max Power though and it's a clear, and it is now a Portsmouth goal kick. Jack, are you up to you? Do you want me to carry on, or do you want to take over?
I'll take over and say what I can do. I mean, on my screen, the ball's with 09 now after it went out for a throw in. I don't know how far that is behind. Is that
what minute are you on?
I'm on 20. It's about to go out for the goal kick now. So I will take over from
me.
It isn't actually. 23 minutes and 4 seconds.
How come you were a minute by me? Now you're 40 seconds ahead. I don't get that.
I turned it off and turned it back on again. I'm sure when this Michael, actually, do you want to just keep going? Because Michael, what minute are you on at the moment?
Yeah, okay then. Fair enough then.
Wait, Michael, what minute are you
well,
on?
I've just gone on 24 minutes, and we've conceded a free kick, by the way. We've just conceded a free kick, and the Pompey are going to try and hoof it into the penalty box. So I think we're just getting ready to defend it. The referee's got his the spray out to do the typical line. Yeah, it's about 25-ish yards out, maybe a bit more, 25, 30 yards out. Harvey White is over this. So it's down the pretty much at the centre pitch. I'm just waiting for it. They're going to drag it right in front of Lee Burge at the right back post. Yeah, I think they're going to go for this. The referee's just kind of stalling and just waiting to do it. Sure, Sean might be in an offside position. Oh no, yeah, it looks like he's running back towards where the main action on the pitch is. We've got a wall not far in front of the free kick, consisting of Aidan O'Brien. I think it's Max Power. Josh Scowen. I think it's Max Power or Neil O'Brien. Can't quite tell from this story. Sorry, Carl Winchester, Luke O'Nine, Dion Sanderson, and Aidan O'Brien. Right, the free kick was taken by Harvey White, but the wall did its job. It's been blocked. We're now down with Pompey again from the right side, but they've mishit it. Now Aidan McGee's got the ball back. Max Power's receiving it. He's launched it forward again. Is he going to get to Josh Gowan? No, it's not. Charlie Daniels has headed it towards Jack Watmore, but he's left to the loose ball kick. McKillifrey's taking charge. So we're just in spot. He's just got the ball inside their box. He's just going to pass it. Yeah. Sean Raggett on the ball. Pompey's left-hand side, our right-hand side. Is now in our half. It's John Markey up against Dion Sanderson. He's won the aerial battle here. The loose ball's managed to get to Luke O'Nine, who's launched it forward again. I think we're going to have to do that quite a few times. Jack Watmore's controlled it, and he tried to dink the ball forward, but Carl Winchester intercepts it. Aidan McGee, he's got it. He's just outside the centre circle. He's going to do his fancy step overs and skills and whatnot. Waiting to see who's with him. He's passed it back towards Luke O'Nine, who's going to turn it. Yep, he's switched it wide to Max Power, despite pressure from Harvey White. He's managed to dink the ball forward. Charlie Wyke has managed to keep hold of it. Very, very well done from Wyke there. Jordan Jones has got it. He's managed to skip past number 14 for Portsmouth. Jordan Jones on the right-hand side. He's up against Charlie Daniels. What's he going to do? Oh, he's managed to just hit the ball straight at him. And Pompey Sunderland have conceded a throw-in. Charlie Daniels tried to get the ball forward on the left-hand side, and it's deflected off Sunderland for a Pompey throw-in. Anything in the live chat?
Paul Jorgensen, yes, easy £11. Thank you, Wyke. Rachel Holmes, Portsmouth. I'm guessing she supports Portsmouth. Chris Smith, 100 likes. I think we might have reached it. I don't know, but thanks if you got 100 likes.
We got 101 likes, 1 dislike as well. But thank you to everyone who has 169 watching. If you wouldn't mind just pressing that thumbs up, so we'll get a 200 by the end of the stream.
Anyway, the throw-in was taken, but it was just a bit of a scrap and Sunderland, bit of a scrappy affair in midfield, and Sunderland have now got a free kick just inside Pompey's half, which I think is that Jordan Jones? Yeah, I think Jordan Jones is standing over this. I can't see anyone else. Yeah, Jordan Jones is standing over the free kick. He's took it. It's going to just outside the box. Charlie White tried to keep hold of it, but didn't manage to get the right control on the ball. Paul put it forward again. Oh, this could be dangerous. No, it's not. It's fine. I thought it looked like he was going to try and latch onto John Marquez, but Lee Burge managed to get the ball. Is he going to roll it? Yeah, he's towards Luke O'Nine. Callum McFadzean, our side. Williams tries to possess him, but he's managed to pass it to O'Nine. McFadzean's got it again, and I think McFadzean has won Sunderland a throw-in off a deflection from Williams. Going to stand over this and going to take it, see who's with him. Just an interesting stat in case you want to know this. Sunderland have scored the most open play crosses. Most open play cross, not scored. We've had the most open play crosses with 500, second with 526, and Pompey are third, funnily enough, with 504. So there you go. That tells you a lot. Anyway, ball went forward again. Oh, hang on, a mistake here. Ellis Harrison, he's just inside the penalty box. Luke O'Nine's trying to stand him up. Oh, he tried to pass it back. Harvey White's now got it. A ball into the box. Josh Gowan's headed it. That came from a mistake there. Okay. It's headed in. It's pretty much head tennis again in midfield. Williams has now got the ball. Luke Bolton's down to his side. Ball across him, Williams, but it's been cleared. It's now with Luke Bolton. Williams is ahead of him. He's passed it back to Tom Naylor. Tom Naylor gives the ball to Sean Raggett, centre circle. He's got Charlie Daniels, which is the option which he has taken. Charlie Daniels has got it. He's managed to pass it to Harvey White, who gives it back to Daniels. Naylor is just in front of the centre circle. He got away from Aidan McGeady. Charlie Daniels has now got the ball, in it to Jack Watmore. Front of the centre circle, right back. Luke Bolton has now got the ball. Passed it to Williams. Ahead of him, looks like might be Harvey White, but I could be wrong here. Williams. Oh, it's a through ball here, John Marquis, and he somehow missed it. Portsmouth are appealing for a penalty, and it doesn't look like it's been given. They look absolutely livid. John Marquis, I think it's John Marquis, looks absolutely stunned. Let's see this rewind, but it is a goal kick to Sunderland, judging by their reactions. Williams put the ball forward. Someone lost track of Marquis. Dion Sanderson. Marquis got ahead of Sanderson. Yeah, I think he was looking for it to me, but you guys might have different opinions on that. No, he was trying to claim that Sanderson had pushed him, but there was barely minimal, if any.
I'll see it some point tomorrow. I think,
just pretty much.
Is that when the went one goal and he did?
You guys are.
Oh, it's terrible.
Anyway, ball forward again. Oh, Ellis Harrison against Luke O'Nine. He's managed to hold on to it. Williams has got the ball right hand side. He's up against McFadden. Stop the cross as Luke Bolton. Ellis Harrison still in the tussle with Luke O'Nine. Josh Gowan's managed to clear it. Get in, lads. Come on.
Michael, I might have caught.
Charlie White was in a battle against, I think it was Jack Watmore, but Watmore's won it. Naylor's on the ball right hand side again. Who's that? Williams to Harrison. Williams trying to get through Sunderland's back line. Sunderland stand firm though. Carl Winchester done a nice little interchange with them, but Dion Sanderson has passed it back to Winchester. Power's now got the ball right hand side. Ball's been brought forward again. Charlie White needs to win this area battle to relieve a bit of the pressure. Hang on, Aidan O'Brien's. Anybody there with him? Has arrived. Jordan Jones has now got it. Power's on. Aidan O'Brien. Jordan Jones is playing a nice try here. Jordan Jones caught it to the ball, and it was just cleared away by Portsmouth, and it is going to be a throw into Sunderland 31 minutes, which is quickly. Jordan Jones has passed it through to Max Power. Carl Winchester's more near the centre, a bit more near the centre of Max Power. He's terrible at numbers, honestly. Anyway, was McFadden. Josh Gowan's come to receive the ball. Bit of an interesting touch there from Sanderson. Now Josh Gowan's side, they just inside our own box, but John Marquis has managed to press him into giving us a throw in nearly 32 minutes gone. Portsmouth 0 Sunderland 1. Anything else in the live chat?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that now, aren't I, Dino? I have missed. I haven't been looking for. I've just looked on. Tom Wallace says we need a talking stick when someone wants to talk. Hold it up. Yeah, unfortunately, our internets are all over the place, so even that would be quite difficult, really. Cutie Splashy Fringe says he's Sunderland till we die, aren't we all? Michael, I'll hand back to you. I've got no idea where we are in the game because my stream, I've barely been able to watch a second of this match.
Okay, then.
Badly.
What's happened with either of your streams? We've conceded a free kick just before the halfway line, so it's been still in Pompey's half. But your internet's working okay. You managed to see much of the game.
I'm on 32 minutes. It's just this when I'm watching the game on. It's not the best.
Pompey have taken it short. Ball's gone forward into the box and tried to head it towards goal, but Lee Burgess gathered it. Lee Burgess got
go on, Mike.
Hold of the ball. We're approaching the 33rd minute. Josh Gowan's now got it back towards Aidan McGeady, who switched the play towards Dion Sanderson. Sanderson has passed it to Max Power. Jordan Jones is ahead of him again. He's passed it to Jordan Jones. He's going to try and take on Charlie Daniels, and he's managed. It's not a free kick. Okay, Charlie Daniels looked like he fouled it. And Jones looked a bit winded. Either way, it's a bit more of a scrappy affair. Charlie Wright's now got the ball in the centre. Aidan McGee's going to have a distance, and it's way over. Way over. 30 a minute. Anyway, guys, what would you have seen? I'll start with Jim.
I didn't get any of that at all.
I just all I heard was.
Okay, then hang on. Pompey could no. Okay, Pompey tried to go.
Michael,
John Markey was in a tussle with one of the defenders, but his man was lost out. I think it was to Dion Sanderson. Anyway, Leroy just got the ball. Well, hang on.
Just with.
I assume you mean the chat on here, then. Okay, right. Fair enough, then. One of you guys do it if you want. I'm happy to sit back. Yeah, I've just seen.
No, I was just saying if you want to maybe do your internet, reset your internet
if you want, then. Not bothered.
Yeah, Michael. All I'm saying is if you want to maybe reset your internet and come back in a couple of minutes, I don't mind.
I'll come out and back. I'll come out and back in again.
Yeah, Sammy. Well, on my screen, everyone, hello. I've not said much so far, but I'll do the commentary for a little while. Lee Burge has the ball at the moment. I might be slightly behind Michael, so you might get a few repeated moments, but such is life and such is this age we're living in where we're relying on internet. But Sunderland have the ball now. Max Power out at right back. He smashed it forward, looking for Jordan Jones, but it's headed out by, I believe, Joe Bolton, number 13, as my stream's jumping all over the place. Again, Winchester getting a foot in there, but it's a Sunderland free kick out on the right-hand side. I'm not sure who took him down there. I think it's Jordan Jones, who's just been injured. Hopefully Michael can come back in a few moments, and his internet will be a bit better. Sometimes if he just restarts his router, it tends to improve. As the free kick is taken into Aidan O'Brien out on the right-hand side. O'Brien up against Naylor. Naylor gets a foot in. It's out for a Sunderland throw-in. I'm on 34 minutes and 42 seconds. I'm not sure where you are. Do you know?
You're about 30 seconds ahead of me, mate. You're about 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I think I probably.
At least it's a bit closer because Michael was just like two minutes ahead of both of us, and you kind of say, "Oh, what do you think of that?" Because it hadn't happened for us. It was kind of bad, to be fair.
I mean, I won't lie. I won't have much to say on the review if I'm doing it because I've barely caught a wink of this game so far. I've just been trying to sort it out. It was Power takes a throw in into Jordan Jones. I think that's what more takes the ball away. But Jones gets it back, finds Max Power inside now to Cole Winchester on the right hand side. Jordan Jones looks to swing in across, but it's blocked. And then number 7, Williams wins the header. Sanderson takes it down and finds Josh Scowen back. Luke going on in the halfway line. Dion Sanderson, who's temporarily taking up the position of right back at the moment. Strong tackle by their number 23. Their number 23 isn't even played. Oh no, it is White out on our right hand side. Then Jordan Jones is a Sunderland throw in for Max Power to take. Dino, you're right, just to keep an eye on the chat while I'm commentating. If you
I'll try my best, mate. Because like you say, I haven't even had a chance to read the chat because when he says go to the chat, and when I'm just about, he come back in because it was back in play and I couldn't say anything.
I think it's because he's on StreamYard. He's about 10 seconds behind, so it's a bit of a problem. As CJ Daniels, I believe, with the ball now.
What minute you're on?
36 minutes 5 seconds.
I'm still about 20. I'm 25 seconds now.
Yes, it's Portsmouth with a free kick just inside our half. I believe it was Josh Scowen coming through the back of Andy Cannon there, which has been taken over Williams. Now they're number 7, who I believe is on the right-hand side for them. Back into Tom Naylor. Naylor back to Williams, about 30 yards from goal maybe. Over towards CJ Daniels at full back. Now forwards into Williams, just came over the left-hand side. I'm not sure where he was initially playing. Post of the back, have the ball back in the halfway line. Now just coming into our own half. The ball spread out over to the right-hand side, but McGeady steps in well there. Over to Callum McFadden, left back, as Michael has joined us again. I'll go all half-time, though. You've done a lot. As 09 swings it over to Max Power, just to give you a bit of a break, Michael, from commentating already. Power nudges it forward into Jordan Jones on the touchline. Yeah. Jones trying to come forward. He's up against a few blue shirts. He knocks it back to Max Power into Carl Winchester. Now over to Callum McFadden, of course, at left back. Over to Aidan McGeady inside. Now it's back to McFadden running down the left-hand side. He's up against Joe Bolton at right back, or CJ Daniels, one of them anyway. Over to Aidan O'Brien, who's came out on the left-hand side. He's got McFadden to join. McFadden, if you could move and give him an option, that would be fantastic as he goes back along the line to Aidan McGeady. McGeady looking to cut in on the right-hand side. Scowen wins the ball back there, intervenes. He plays a 1-2 with White. Scowen looks for Aidan O'Brien out on our left hand side. O'Brien does well to keep the ball in there. Bit of pressure from Bolton. McFadden back. Aidan O'Brien right footed cross headed away by one of the Portsmouth centre halves. I've got no idea which one it is, so don't ask us who it was. As Power picks the ball on the right hand side, finds Carl Winchester over to Jordan Jones in the middle. Jones hits it, but that won't challenge McGillivray and go over you quite easily. Collects that ball as McGillivray gets Portsmouth moving out on the left hand side. I think that's Joe Bolton, goes inside Andy Cannon in the middle of the pitch, back over to left back. Cannon knocks it back to Watmore. One of the centre backs now is with Raggett, who looks to bring it forward now for Portsmouth. Pings it forward, looking for the head of Harrison, who brings it down. And Portsmouth look to get an attack moving out on the right hand side now with Joe Bolton at right back, but unfortunately couldn't pick the ball up. Sunderland threw in. Dino, anything on the chat?
Denholm 13. Why doesn't someone else commentate so we? Sorry, I shouldn't have read that now. To know what is going on. P. Nellisto, Dino take over. I'm that far behind. It'd be unfair on the lads for me to take over. DJ Earth, Mr. Bowers, turn Pornhub off. You will have more bandwidth.
Bit of an enthusiastic laugh from myself. I wasn't expecting that one out.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jackie, I'm a bit worried about you there, mate.
Back to you there, Jack.
Yeah, McFadden about to take our throw in on the left hand side. It was just quite surprising, to be honest, as McFadden throws it forward. It's went over all the Portsmouth heads, and O'Brien takes it down on the left hand side. Portsmouth looking to bring it forward, but it's a Portsmouth free kick out on the right hand side. Dino, we'll go back to you in the comments.
DJ Sizzler Watson, Crew 1, Doncaster 0 apparently, so that's quite good. Hopefully that is the correct score.
Portsmouth have got us back moving again. Apologies to Jack Dino, but CJ Daniels has the ball at left back, crosses it in, goes over everyone's head. Williams looks to chase the ball down, but he couldn't quite find it. Sunderland throwing on the left hand side. Back to you, Dino.
Tom Wallace, no matter how bad the connections are, we still love SAFC Fan TV, the number one place to be for match day. Till next season when we get back in the stadium. Well, thank you very much, Tom Wallace.
Yes, thank you, Tom. I'm sure we'll get going in a moment when Sunderland get us going again. 161 people watching, 120 likes. If you haven't already, please do like the stream. Just hit that thumbs up icon. You'll have to close the live chat if you haven't already. If you're watching on mobile devices, the throw-in is taking a bit of head tennis there, getting that phrase in, as Naylor has the ball now, intercepted by McGeady. White picks it up just over the halfway line. White over to Jordan Jones in centre circle as the referee waves on advantage. Over to the right-hand side now is Max Power at right back again tonight. Jones back to Max Power. He's got Winchester inside. He's got Jones ahead of him. He looks for the runner, Jones, who takes it down out on the right-hand side. Jones looks to come inside onto his left foot. He turns very well, but unfortunately did lose the ball. Tried to turn about three players at once. Didn't work. As Portsmouth trying to build an attack now, but Jones has the ball back and he finds Max Power out on the right-hand side. Back to Jones inside Josh Scowen in the middle of the park. Scowen knocks it back to Dion Sanderson. Over to Luke O'Nien just inside our own half. Now it's over to Callum McFadden at left back. Taking the ball over the halfway line as he managed to beat his man there, actually, McFadden. Right-footed pass over to Aidan McGeady. McGeady trying to find the one of McFadden, but his son throwing on the left-hand side. Do you know anything on the chat?
Dean Wood apparently says Pornhub doesn't affect his bandwidth. I don't know what he means by that, but we'll let him crack on. Denholm 13, Dino's getting locked up. I don't know what I've done, but I'm apparently getting locked up. Dean Wood
parcels incorrectly. We got back in play there. It was a bit scrappy, but it's been a Portsmouth free kick now inside our own half now. Back to you, Dino.
Bonnie's Miniatures. Welcome back, Michael. As his internet is always playing up on Michael Bowers. Elvis Francesca. Hull City 3, Peterborough 1 apparently. So that's a result going against us a little bit. Back to you, Jack.
Yes, Portsmouth have the ball now at centre half, back to their goalkeeper, Craig McGillivray. Punts it long, looking for the head of Harrison, who he does find, and Marquis gets a touch in it, but Winchester gets to the ball quicker. Now it'll be taken down by Raggett, who nods it back to McGillivray. Now it's back to Raggett as the left centre half. He's got Daniels to the side of him. He finds Daniels on the touchline. Daniels left-footed pass forward, looking for Harrison, but the ball only finds Burge. Now it's with Luke O'Nien just inside our own box, not really under any pressure. Finds Josh Scowen just up ahead of him. McFadden, left-footed pass, looking for the run of Aidan O'Brien, but he couldn't quite find him. There's O'Nien tries to win the header. He couldn't quite do so. Sanderson volleys it forward with his right foot, looking for one of our players, of course, but it only went out. Joe Bolton takes a throw in for Portsmouth. Back to Watmore, over to Raggett, their left centre half today, and now it's over to CJ Daniels, just coming over the halfway line for Portsmouth, down the left-hand side, inside number 23, I'm not sure who that is. So it was White, sorry, into Williams. The ball now goes up the right-hand side, looking for Joe Bolton, there, number 13, who's taking the ball down well. Knocks it back to Naylor, who puts in a nice-looking ball, but it, fortunately for us, goes out for a Sunderland goal kick. Dino, what's on the chat?
Mark Rodham says, people's opinions on O'Brien. So what do you think of O'Brien, lads?
I think he's does a lot of the work that goes unnoticed. I think we've had his chat a few times. I think he does a lot of the dog work and gets out wide, drops deep, works very hard. And I think sometimes he creates space for players without people really realise. I know Michael more or less agrees with me on that. We've spoken before.
Yeah, basically, I think that a lot of the things that he does do, a lot of the hard work and the running, I think, particularly in a game like this, would actually be quite handy. So yeah, I'm a bit more disappointed. I would have liked to see a bit more quality from him, but at the same time, I do think he is a valuable. I think he can be a valuable member of the side.
Yeah, well, speaking of O'Brien, he's just given the ball away now as Williams collected from Sunderland's goal kick with Scrappy. Over now to Sean Raggett at centre half. Over to CJ Daniels at left back. Daniels goes inside to Andy Cannon in centre midfield. He's got Naylor available, but he decides to go to number 6, Watmore, as the ball goes forward to Marquis. Scowen intercepts though, and McGeady trying to get a tap in for Sunderland. Right-footed pass, looking for the run of Charlie White. Charlie White in the box now with his back to goal. Aidan O'Brien's joining in the box. He finds Josh Scowen out on the left-hand side. He's got Aidan McGeady just inside. He finds Aidan McGeady. Bit of a heavy touch there from McGeady as Portsmouth retain the ball there. Number 4, that's Naylor, I think, but Portsmouth have won a free kick. Edwards still over at the moment. Edwards takes it quite quickly. Over now to Joe Bolton at right back. Now it finds number 6, that's Watmore. Over to Sean Raggett at left centre back. Back to, into Tom Naylor now, their centre midfielder, trying to get the ball over the halfway, and he finds Williams, number 7, just inside. Williams seems to be playing quite a bit of a free role, I've noticed, actually. Yeah, Aidan O'Brien did get in the way of that pass, but it still went out to CJ Daniels at left back, who put the cross in, headed away, only as far as Naylor hits it, but Aidan O'Brien with the block. White just getting in there ahead of Watmore. White does well to keep the ball. He's getting his shirt, is getting pulled, he's getting fouled all over, and the referee decides to give a free kick to Portsmouth, actually, anyway, to move on as Williams cutting in from the right-hand side. I can't believe that. Anyway, it goes over to Joe Bolton now, back inside to their number 14, Andy Cannon. Portsmouth looking to get forward now. Naylor swings in a cross, and it took a nick off someone there, but I think it's going to be a Sunderland goal kick. Dino, what's on the chat?
DJF says Jack Dodd sounds like he's commentating on the Grand National. That's how fast you're commentating, mate.
I'll take the compliment because they tend to do a good job.
Ken Shield, I think that's how you pronounce it. Is it as scrappy as it sounds? I would say upon me coming back into it, like they seem to be peppering a little bit. Like I would say.
Yeah. As Burgess stood over the goal kick now. It'll be 1 minute of added time, which we've already played. Burge swings it long. Is this the last kick of the game? Yes, it is. And in half-time, it is finished. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. And very first, we're going to go to Michael Bowers. Michael, how do you put the first half?
I think it's been obviously, I know that my commentary probably made it sound like that. It's definitely been a very head Tennessee scrappy affair, but again, I knew it was going to be like that. Even every Pompey fan that was saying, "I'll use a win comfortably," no, we won't. I was pretty confident that we are going to win. It's going to be a score like this, maybe a 2-goal victory at most, because Pompey do still have some decent players. We've done okay. I'd like to see us keep the ball a little bit better. Maybe that's just me being hypercritical. I think we've been giving the ball away a fair few times and just conceded a few too many silly free kicks. But if we can just maintain composure and just keep going, keep pushing for the next 45 minutes, get in Pompey's faces, don't allow them to play their game, then hopefully we can do enough to win the game.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to go to Dino, of course, the man with the disco lights in his room and his glorious grey cap as he always wears. Oh, lovely that, Michael. Thank you for that.
That was a very nice image.
Dino,
them shorts
of the first half.
You know what? I didn't even get to watch it that much because I was keeping an eye on chat and trying to, because you were commentating, so it muddles you up when someone else is commentating, but you're watching something different because you're that far behind, so you don't really know what's happening. I mean, the early goal was great. I mean, we've been doing that recently, haven't we? We've been scoring in the first 10 minutes. It's a nice feeling to be doing that. I don't really feel like we've created chances. We've been crossing the ball in the box, but nothing's been happening. I feel like Portsmouth were getting into the game a little bit. I feel like they were coming down the wings and like testing that area, trying to test Callum McFadzean to see how weak he is. But we've done all right. I was expecting a game like this. Don't get us wrong, I said 4-0 just for the simple fact Pig and Northampton scored 4 against them. So I thought, you know what, might as well just say 4-0 because it could happen. But it has been a quite tight game. Second half, I mean, what Sunderland team's going to come out in the second half? I mean, there's always one. I mean, would you say that was a good half from Sunderland? I would say it's been okay.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, and I'm not going to be of much use here, to be honest, because I'm more the same as yourself. You know, earlier on in the game, I was trying to keep an eye on the chat, then I was trying to get the match sorted out. So I've struggled to get a real perception of the game, but I think from what I have seen, I would agree that it's scrappy. Someone in the live chat said, John Child says scrappy is good when you're ahead. And I think that's a fair point. If you are ahead of the game, being scrappy isn't the worst thing in the world. Sometimes just runs the clock down, the ball just bouncing around everywhere. But it has been rather scrappy today. But I guess you don't really mind that when you're ahead. It's all about holding on now, or do we go on and get a second? Dino, how would you approach the second half? Is it more important to protect the clean sheet at all costs, or is a second goal? Thank you again for that wonderful view, Michael. Or is the second goal more important?
Second goal, because you can't really just sit on a 1-goal lead. I mean, we've done this before when we sat on 1-0 leads and we've ended up drawing the game. I mean, a draw wouldn't be a bad result, don't get us wrong, but I'd rather go away with all 3. And to do that, I feel like we need to get that second goal, because if they do score 1, at least we've still got that cushion. And if we do score another 1, their heads will drop and they'll remind them back to Northampton, they've scored another 1, they might get a third, they might get a fourth. We need to put the doubts in their head that we're going to score 1 more and we're going to get more than that. We can't just sit back, because they will punish us, because they have got Harrison, and Harrison is one of the top scorers in the league, and he can punish you. It's as simple as that. So yeah, go for the goal. Go for goal.
Go for goal, Dino. I'm just having a quick look at the statistics here. They actually haven't had a shot on target yet so far. We're going to go to the man with the delayed laughter, as always, Mr. Bowers. Michael, how do you assess the first half?
As I said earlier, it's just been pretty dogged. But again, pretty much every game between Portsmouth and Sunderland are. So I think the second half is probably going to follow suit. I think if we are, if we can, like Dino said, I think if we can go 2-0 up early in the second half, it would just calm a lot of people down. And then what we have to do there is just essentially manage the game. So we've just got that's what we've got to do second half: manage the game. We've got to just try and do whatever we can to get 3 points, because it's going to be a tough game.
We've got some absolutely mad finger action from Dino.
Yeah, Michael, I've got a question to ask you. Do you have the Sky Live pause?
Yes, I do. Why?
Well, why don't you pause the game and wait for my Jack or me to catch up, and then we can be all in sync? Why didn't we think of this? Why didn't we think of this at the start? Why have we waited until 45 minutes to do it?
What I'll do is I'll wait until the second half is just kicked off, and then at least I've got a time frame for you to go for. So I'll keep it as it is for the minute, but because I'm on Sky Sport, I'm on Sky Gillette, I'm on Gillette Soccer Special at the minute, looking through other scores. So actually, I'll tell you what. Well, just quickly, when it goes onto my screen, I'll tell you the other scores that are taking place in League One. It was just on the chat. Right, here we go.
No worries.
Wimbledon 0, Burton 1, Bristol Rovers 4, Accrington 1. Goodness me. Charlton 1, Northampton 0, Crewe 1, Donny 0, Fleetwood 1, Gillingham 0. But that kicked off the same time as we did that game. Ipswich 1, Lincoln 1, and the others have just and it's just gone a bit too quickly for us. Hold on, what am I doing? I can rewind this. Goodness me. MK Dons 0, Blackpool 1, Peterborough 1, Hull City 3, Plymouth 0, Wigan 2. Obviously, we're winning 1-0. Rochdale 0, Shrewsbury 2, and Swindon 0, Oxford 1.
Stop rewinding it back because you're rewinding mine back as well, man. You control everyone's live TV. Stop it.
Bowers doesn't control everyone's live TV. He controls everything. As Tom Wallace says, time for a cheeky hot toddy. Steve at M73 is...
Be right back. I'm going to get a drink.
Yes, he's off for a quick hot toddy. Steve at M73 says, I switched to Sky commentary and they said, brilliant from McFadden. Couldn't believe it. Dean Wood, Michael, our resident Birmingham City fan, says you've got nice legs.
Hey.
Oh,
there's a screenshot out of context, Bowers.
Apologies to any children who are watching. We don't mean...
Excuse me, I know what you're like off air, mister, so come on.
Yes, what happens off air, Michael, as always, stays off air. I don't know what you're referring to there. John Childs there says, Michael forgot to put his trousers on. Conrad Lee says, there's always one guy in shorts.
Get me legs out again and show you that I'm wearing shorts.
Michael, we don't want to see this again. Dave Watson
Screw
says,
well, hey, look, there you go. Shorts.
Phil, turn his camera off. Phil, turn his camera off.
Sorry, guys. I don't want to get Jack too excited.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there we go. That's better. I'll just do it on my own. There we go. He's back. You can't see we are professional on this channel, can you? Conrad Lee said there's always one guy in shorts. Dave Watson is Michael, the Dr. Hughes new Dalek, in reference to the quality of the audio coming through. The SAFC Div 17 lads. Watch our set.
Okay, yeah, well, might as well be a Dalek.
Yeah, SAFC Div 17 lads, watch our set piece and corner goals. Watch 090 is blocking for the score to have a free run. Yeah, I heard that on another Sunderland podcast, actually. Beanie the Wiseman CR Roker report, I think, mentioned that 09 blocked the run of another. I think it was on Roker report, saying that he blocked the run of another player, which allowed Sanderson to get up and head of the ball. Actually, it might have been from Jones. I'm not sure, but I've seen that before. Ray Mitchell seeing too many silly free kicks again. Yeah, that is a common theme. Michaelion Allen, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced your name, mate. I think Winchester has been really well lately. Yeah, I don't think he's done bad since he came at the team. I thought he had a decent game last time around as well. Oh, lovely little view from Dino, of course, there as well. Just giving us a little tease of what's
Disco lights.
So Dino, you're still muted, mate. Of what some lucky people have got the chance to witness.
I said, stop looking at me bum.
Stop showing us it then, Dino. Conrad Lee said Maguire done well off the bench, so he's a shout for later. Yeah, definitely. I'd be surprised if he didn't come on at all. Luke Darby says when we go into the championship, White deserves a new contract. I think he deserves a new contract regardless. It'd be interesting to see how he would do in the championship. Actually, Chris Smith.
Unfortunately, I disagree. I'm really sorry. I just don't think he cut it in the championship. He's done brilliant this season. Don't get us wrong, but the type of football, if you want to survive in the championship, I don't think Charlie White would be the answer. Unfortunately,
all I would say is I'm not overly confident that he do a great job, but if he scores 30 plus goals this season in all competitions, which he's definitely on the path to doing, does he, do you then really refuse him a contract?
I don't think you can refuse him a contract. I still think you take him up with you, but I don't think he should be your main striker. I really think you should. you really should look for someone with a bit more quality, like holding the ball up, a bit pace. That's what we lack. We need some serious pace. A pacey striker would do wonders for us.
I think we need to. I think to remember that. I think we need to remember that. Well, whatever we go up or stay in League One, we can't just have 15 new signings and hope that they all gel. We're going to need to keep some of these players just to make sure that the squad overhauls kept down to a minimum. If we went up to the Championship, I'd give Wyke a new contract purely because he deserves it, but I wouldn't want him to start every week. I think he'd be a handy player to sort of bring on and hold the ball. But, maybe I might be wrong. Maybe he go up. Hopefully he might do well, but I'm with Dino. I don't think technically he'd be good enough, and the Championships are much harder to step up than this one. If we stayed in League One, absolute no-brainer. Give him a new contract, but let's see if we can get to the Championship first before we start talking about that.
Yes, of course. That's what we need to remember, of course. Adam Young, hi to you as well. John Bradley saying Maguire for O'Brien, second half. Dean Wood as well. It says, Michael, what's the time in Afghanistan? Clearly interested to know. Thank you for that, Dino, as well. John Bradley says, think Maguire sitting in the middle, switching with Gage will torment them, potentially. Kieran Gale says, as it stands, with 2 points off second. Dean Wood says he's paused mine now as well. Yes, Bowers controls the world. I think that's something we've known for a little while now. Rufus Abajas says White he doesn't back White to do very well when the fans are back. The magic rat is Michael blows a kiss. Oh, is he going to?
There you go.
I don't think he's going to.
No, that'll be very interesting. We're getting a lovely little insight into the nightclub that is.
There you go.
That is. We're
getting
very delayed
kiss, but there's a kiss nonetheless.
Well, there you go. I'm sure the out of context Bowers account on Twitter will be absolutely loving that one. John Childs, of course, John Childs is saying. John Childs saying star of the show is Dino's bed. When's the star of the show? Not Dino's bed. Because we're getting a lovely tour.
We're getting a screenshot of Dino's bed. Happy days.
Bedroom. I'm changing angles because I'm gonna put it on the telly to see if I can actually catch up with these a little bit on the match.
Right. Okay then, Dino. Steve Coniston says teams never put players in the post anymore at corners. White punished them. Conrad Lee saying that's the content we want, Bowers. Clearly in reference to you showing us a little bit of leg there.
7 Conrad.
2 GPMG says Dino, I want all 3 points and 3 goals with the clean sheet. Am I being greedy? Like Dino, what are your thoughts on that?
Say that again. Sorry, I wasn't listening. My apologies.
I've got to read out his name again. It's such a long name. Anyway, it says Dino, all I want is 3 points and 3 goals with the clean sheet. Am I being greedy?
No, I said 4-0, so I wanted 4 goals and a clean sheet, so it's not greedy. I mean, Northampton scored 4 goals, and apparently we're better than Northampton, so why can't we do it? And by the way, Northampton are getting beat 2-0 by Charlton, so it just shows how much of a bad performance Portsmouth must have put in against Northampton when they played them on a Saturday.
Just a comment that's made me laugh at Andrew Elwood saying it's not 9 o'clock yet.
What is that?
Well,
how long?
Hey, we'll be soon.
10 more minutes, man.
Soon.
10 more minutes, are we?
Yes. As soon as it gets 9 o'clock, we're going to do what we want, really. Although let's not, let's not go too far. As the Magic Rat says, early night.
Let's try to keep it a bit professional and more mature, less mature.
That's not really a word I would associate with our channel, really, Michael. But professional, really, or mature, actually. DJ Sister Watson says Portsmouth's White looks younger than Jack. Can't really disagree. At least someone said older than someone for once. As John Child says, this is much better than the halftime commentary than Sky. Thank you, mate. As 10-13 says, looks like Dino's getting ready for a tongue tank.
Oh God!
By the way, are Portsmouth out on your screens? I'm guessing yes. Portsmouth out on your screens.
No, I'm literally waiting until kickoff is just about to start, and then you guys tell us when it happens. Then we can.
I want to see where Jack is because me and Jack are kind of similar. So, Jack, what's on your screen right now? What?
Harris, Portsmouth are just knocking the ball about now.
See on mine, it's on McGeady and Jones.
The Sunderland players just walking back
Right,
out now for mine.
right. Winchester's over the ball on mine, so I've paused
Right,
it.
pause it, Michael. Pause it. Now everyone streaming the world is just going to pause it because Bowers controls everything.
Tell us when it's on us about the kickoff.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so what's on your screen then? Now, Bowers?
Carl Winchester, I think it's Carl Winchester. It's either him or Charlie White, whoever it is, standing over the ball.
Right.
As soon as it goes to them standing over the ball, tell us. You're at that now.
They stand over the ball.
Okay,
now. Right, who wants to do the commentary first then?
Well, I'm on Kenny Jackett. He's just stood there.
Shall I do the first 15 minutes? Right, I'll do the first 15 minutes then if you want.
Very quick, I'll just read a few more comments.
Sunderland have kicked off, long ball forward, and it's gone to Craig McKillifrey. Sorry, Jack.
No, that's fine. Make one.
Okay, then. Craig McKillifrey, ball forward. Elias Harrison's managed to beat Loco 9 to the ball, but it's only as far as Dion Sanderson, who launches it back into Pompey's half, but it's going to go to Sean Raggett. It's headed towards, I think that's Aidan McGeady. Callum McFadzean's now got the ball. And we're now attacking left to right in the second half. Obviously, Pompey right to left. Lee Burge has launched it again. It's going towards Charlie Wyke. I think that's Charlie Wyke, left-hand side. He's trying to have claim for a free kick against Luke Bolton, but the referee's having none of it, which is a throw-in to Portsmouth. So I'm on 55 minutes and 54 seconds. 55.
Did you say 55 minutes?
What more I think who's got it?
Wow, he's still further.
I told you. I'm having a mare tonight. Give us some slack. Anyway, long ball forward. Elias Harrison has been up against Luke O'Nien quite a lot tonight. Luke O'Nien's won the battle, though. He's got it forward yet again, and it's another Portsmouth throw-in. I'm on 46 minutes and 17 seconds as Portsmouth. I think that is Jack Watmore is going to... Yeah, we're just waiting for the ball. Well, I'm on the screen on here is on Kenny Jackett. It looks like he's chewing some lovely looking goal.
We're in sync. I feel like we're all in sync now, lads. I feel like it's in sync.
Well, I mean, maybe the matches, but like mentally, we're all over the place.
Well, yeah, I probably won't be. Colchester, Ian McGeady. Carl Winchester tried to put the ball in McGeady, but the pass was too short and Pompey intercepted it. We've now switched sides of the pitch. Down the Pompey's right-hand side. We're now in the Portsmouth half. Sean Raggett's got the ball. He's going to launch, get the ball forward again. I think they're going for Ellis Harrison quite a lot. Oh, okay. Sunderland have won a free kick. Basically, McFadzean, I think, looked like he was... don't actually know why it was given, to be honest. Yeah, I'll shut up. Anyone in the comments?
Yes, the Magic Rat says early night for Dino. Vicente Valdonia, sorry if I've mispronounced the name, says Vamos Sunderland. Vamos, I believe that means let's go.
Vamos.
Yes, Dino. Thank you. You given us the international flair on the channel. I'll say Dominic Porter says there's got to be a loss on the horizon. Every game's terrifying. Dino, you've got a mate, and Dominic Porter there. He's a fellow Dominator.
Yes, that's the way forward, mate. Doom and gloom.
Michael?
I can't even see disco lights anymore.
It feels like this is the time of the season where every game really matters, so I'm always bricking it every time. Right, okay. Craig McFrey took a free kick for... There we go. Right, okay. Sunderland's got the ball, left-hand side. Josh Gowan trying to pass it through to, I think it was Aidan McGeady, but Luke Bolton has deflected out for another throw-in, and someone's down for Portsmouth. I think it's Ellis Harrison. Yes, it looks like it's Ellis Harrison. It was in a...
Yes, it is.
I think it was just him and Luke O'Nien both going for the ball. Luke O'Nien had his hand over his face, mind. And Ellis Harrison is down for Portsmouth, but he's back up. Looks like he might have just been slightly winded by Luke O'Nien's hand. That's a bit weird. Anyway, cameras on Luke O'Nien, now on Ellis Harrison. Just waiting for Sunderland to take the throw-in. Not Carl Winchester. Callum McFadzean, Luke O'Nien. Back to McFadzean. Oh, that was a bit of a miss-hit pass, and it looks like it's a throw-in to Portsmouth. No, it's a throw-in to Sunderland. Actually, I'm quite surprised by that. And it looks like Callum McFadzean might have collided with the advertising board. He's just taken a minute to get back on his feet, but he has done so. So it's still Portsmouth 0, Sunderland in approaching the 49th minute of the game. Sunderland have a win down left, Portsmouth's right side, the halfway line. McFadzean's taking it short. That was Goskar. Turned it to Fadzean. He switched it round. Switched it to Power, who's got it forward. He's going to try and aim for Jordan Jones. It's way too far ahead for him. Sean Raggett's managed to beat him to it and cleared the ball, but only as far as Josh Gowan in midfield, mind. Oh, okay, but he's managed to lose the ball again, and it looks like he's given away. No, he hasn't given away a free kick. Okay, ball forward from Aidan McGeady. O'Brien's in the penalty area. There's nobody there with him though. He's passed to Aidan McGeady. So we're attacking down Pompey's line. McGee's taking on Bolton. He's put a ball into the box. Winchester's going to try and go for the loose ball, but he's not managed to do it. He's got rid of the ball. It's going to go as far as Max Power, who's managed to get it forward towards Charlie Wyke. Jordan Jones has got the ball. Now it's with Carl Winchester. Jordan Jones. We've got Max Power trying to go on the overlap again. Jordan Jones tried to beat... I think that might have been Harvey White. I'm not sure for Portsmouth, by the way. He didn't manage to do it. Ball went forward, and Ellis Harrison has won a free kick off Luke O'Nien. I can see what the Portsmouth focal point looks like. It's Ellis Harrison. He's up against Luke O'Nien a fair few times. Anyway, anything in the live chat quickly before the play resumes?
Yeah, of course. Denon13 says we all know what's on Dino's screen right now. Dean Woods has
gone forward again. It's launched towards Pompey's right hand side, but we managed to deal with it. Sorry, we managed to deal with it again. It's now back in play again. McGeady's going up against Williams to try and see if he can get the ball, but he hasn't managed to do it. Pompey are now passing it around the back at the minute. Oh, Sean Raggett was a bit dodgy there at the back, and O'Brien did well to try and press him, but hasn't managed to get hold of the ball. Now we've got, I think that's Luke Bolton. Oh, no, it might be Charlie Daniels. Anyway, come on, get up. Come on, get back on the main place, guy. There we go. Number 14 on the ball for Portsmouth. He's passed it down towards Charlie Daniels. Passes it back again. Now Sean Raggett has got the ball. Switches across the pitch again to Jack Watmore. Luke Bolton's going to receive it. Yep, he has done. Passed it to Tom Ney. He's under pressure from Josh Scowen, but he's managed to keep hold of possession. He's just waiting to see where he's lost it back towards Jack Watmore. Now it's with Craig McKillifrey. Sean Raggett and Watmore ahead of him, but Ian O'Brien and Charlie Wyke are trying to... McKillifrey takes time to take the kick, which he has done. It's now down Pompey's right or left-hand side again. They're aiming for Harrison quite a lot. So they clearly view him as a focal point. So we need to get to grips with that. Okay, O'Nien, loose ball. O'Nien's got it forward. Aidan O'Brien's trying to press Jack Watmore, but it looks like it's going to go out for a throw into Pompey, which it had. Just over 51 minutes gone, so Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. Anything in the comments?
Yeah, Tomo17 says the most depressing nightclub ever on Dino's cam. Leonardo Scriptor says look like Dino's
God.
On special care.
I didn't hear what you said there.
Leonardo Scriptor, I think he tunes in from Brazil. Says
ball
looks
back
like
in. Right, ball can play again.
Cheers, Michael.
Sorry, ball was back in play again. Now it's gone back out to play again for a goal kick to Pompey. So continue reading the live chat or comments.
Yeah, John Child says Dino thinks he's John Travolta. I'm not quite sure where that reference has come from, really. Leonardo Scriptor. Oh yes, it says
maybe he's referencing Pulp Fiction. Great movie.
Well, I know John Travolta mainly from Greece, but anyway, says Leonardo Scriptor says looks like Dino is paralysed on special care. No idea what he's referring to, but okay. And Valentina Ivancheko, I think, is from Croatia.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, basically, a long ball went forward again from Portsmouth, and Sanderson mishit the contact with his foot with the ball, but we managed to clear it out for a throw-in to Portsmouth, I think. The camera is now Lee Johnson. So I'm on 52 minutes. Yeah, it's thrown to Portsmouth for 52 minutes and 52 seconds, funnily enough. Long forward from Charlie Daniels. Carl Winchester's managed to get hold of the ball. Charlie Wyke, okay. Tried to connect with the ball that was in the air, but didn't manage to. Pompey have now got the ball again. Williams is on the ball again. He was under pressure, but he's managed to maintain hold of the ball. Luke Bolton has managed to launch it forward. John Markey has won the header. It was with Harvey White. Now it is with Luke Bolton again. Down our right-hand side. Aidan McGeady's with him. Just going to try and stop the cross. Force him to pass it backwards, but it is a throw-in to Sunderland. We managed to win a throw-in. Nice one. Just gone 53 minutes. Dino, what would your thoughts be on the start of the second half? I mean, I don't think a lot's happened, but hopefully manage the game.
Like you say, both teams haven't been able to keep the ball very well. It's very scrappy. But like you say, they're looking for Harrison because he is their danger man, and Luke O'Nien isn't a centre-back, so they're going to try and exploit it, but we're doing okay.
Okay, then, anyway. Hang on, Aidan McGeady's got the ball. He's approaching the halfway line. The ball's gone through our halfway line. It's towards Aidan O'Brien, and he's managed to win a free kick from, I think it's from Harvey White.
Nice feet, that.
Anyway, I've just got 54
nice
minutes.
It's an odd compliment to pay someone, Dino.
Great. Yeah, definitely.
You've got nice feet.
Do you not see that movement?
Are you saying he hasn't
Mate,
got a nice feet, Jack?
I'm behind again. I know what you were meaning, and I was just trying to take your words out of context and be nasty as I always am.
I bet Jack was the sort of thing he does. Ball forward, and it looks like almost amazing. They haven't given Pompey a free kick on the edge of the box. Anyway, Jordan Jones, right-hand side. Dion Sanderson's got it. Now Power's got it. He's going to whip the ball in. That's a bit overhit. Pompey are going to deal with that pretty comfortably. Ellis Harrison's got the ball, but he's managed to miss it. Power has now managed to give it back to Jones. He's going to try and run against Harrison on the right-hand side. He's now looking for some support there. Back to Max Power. Anyone in the midfield are going to try and give him an option to pass to? That would be really helpful. Passes it to Dion Sanderson. Josh Scowen's got the ball. Now to Carl McFadzean, who's now suddenly in a centre-half position. Luke O'Nien, he was up. Williams was closing him down, but he's managed to keep hold of the ball. McFadze's got ahead of Williams. Pass it, man. Pass it. There we go. That's it. He's passed it to Aidan O'Brien. McFadzean tried to do an overlap, but he's passed it back to Aidan McGeady. He's going to assess his options again. He's keeping hold of the ball. O'Brien's got the ball. There's his nice feet at work yet again. Charles Winchester's received the ball in midfield. We're going to try and look to switch it, maybe. He's running forward with the ball. Carl Winchester's running forward now. McGeady passes it to O'Brien. Now it's Josh Scowen, Callum McFadzean down the left-hand side in front of the Domino's Pizza side. Speaking of pizzas, I wonder what competition in on Sunday. Anyway, now McFadzean's got hold of the ball. Laundry's trying to get the ball forward. He's aiming for Charlie Wyke. He's managed to get hold of the ball. He's up against Jack Watmore. He's now passed it back to Aidan McGeady. Is Aidan McGeady going to do a cross? Nope. He's passed it to Josh Scowen. Is Josh Scowen going to have a shot yet? Nope. He's passed it to Max Power. We're slowly but surely approaching Pompey's penalty area. Jordan Jones up against Charlie Daniels to put a cross into the box, and it's headed clear easily from Pompey, and it is going to be a Sunderland throw-in. 56 minutes gone. Pompey 0, Sunderland 1. Anything in the live chat?
Yeah, Dean Wood says Dino is in a disco-related retirement home. That's an interesting way of putting his bedroom, but okay. And of course, and Tom Wallace says SAFC Fan TV youth team on tonight. We Finny CONRAD and the mad mistake on the bench. Yes, we are the youth representing. Dean Wood says Michael's thinking about food when he's commentating. Not sure.
Yeah, I might as well be. Yeah, I wonder. Anyway, throw in. Max Power's going to take it. No, he was going to take it. We're just delaying it. Okay, we're going to do a long throw here. Rory Delap style again. So in, managed to reach Charlie Wyke. Portsmouth are making a hash of it, but they managed to clear it. And there's John Marquis about to press Luke O'Nien. Just head it back to Burge if he can. That's it. Heads it back to Lee Burge. Obviously, in a few minutes, someone will be taking over commentary for me, so I've got about 3 minutes left. McFadzean's got it. He's passed it to Josh Scowen. Now Luke O'Nien's got the ball. He's got Marquis and Harrison in front of him, but he's passed it alongside to Josh Scowen. Not Josh Scowen, goodness me, Dion Sanderson. Max Power. Ball goes forward. I don't think Aidan O'Brien's going to get hold of that, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick to Portsmouth. Yes, it is. Just gone 57 minutes. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. Jack, your thoughts on the start of the second half? By the way, very quickly, actually, there's a double change coming on for Portsmouth. Ronan Curtis is about to come on. So he's obviously someone who can be quite dangerous. But anyway, so far, what are your thoughts on the second half, Jack?
I think we've managed the game relatively well so far after coming out the second half. Not a lot's happened, to be honest. We've kind of kept them at bay. I don't think any team have had any major chances. But my stream's a bit dodgy, so I have missed bits and pieces of the game.
Okay, then. Oh, hang on. There's a chance here. Jordan Jones! And it's 2-0! The camera's just missed most of it. I don't even know what's happened. Literally, there was a replay from something else. And then Jones. Basically, what I did see, Jordan Jones was the right-hand side of the 6-yard box. The killer free comes out. He chips it. Lovely. Right, let's have a look. Portsmouth took a throw in. Harvey White had the ball. Looks like there's some dodgy. And he tried to do a pass back towards Brackett, I think. And it was Jordan Jones intercepted it very well from Jordan Jones. And killer free kick out right-hand side 6 box. And Jordan Jones has chipped it. It's Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 2. What Pompey were doing there, I have no idea, but I am not complaining. Thoughts, lads?
Oh my God, it's ragged again. Don't get us wrong. Never. This is why you don't pass across your box. He's played it too long for Raggett, and Jordan Jones has nipped in and then just dinked it to the side of McGillivray. Oh my God, Portsmouth it's their own downfall. I can't believe they've just done that.
It's that Raggett again. I think he was
I know they've literally Raggett. You could argue Raggett's been at fault for both goals.
That's what I was going to say. And then, of course, we haven't really got to see the pass really that came over from the right-hand side, but it could have been a heavy pass, and Raggett might have even just got a touch there. But
by the way, lads, Harrison off, Harrison and White off, Curtis and Jacobs on. They took Harrison off.
Going around like.
Well, does somebody want to take over from me pretty much? Because we're pretty much on the hour mark.
I'll do it.
Because I think Aidan O'Brien looks like he's walking off, so I don't think play is going to happen. All right, Dino. Yeah. I'll say you take over.
Another live chat.
Flanagan's coming on. Flanagan is coming on for O'Brien. So I don't know what's going on here because O'Brien off for Flanagan, so there's going to be a change to formation, I'm guessing, unless 09 is pushing up the pitch and Flanagan goes into centre back. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, kick off. What was it called? What more goes forward? Headed away. It's on the left now with CJ Daniels. Plays it inside to Roman Curtis, who looks for the 1-2. Daniels didn't make the run, and Southall Sunderland throw in. To the comments there, Jack.
Oh, I do apologise. John Childs says the injured players are now going to struggle to come back to the side now, definitely with the great form we're in. Well done, lads. Please for you. It was tonight could hopefully be a great result. John Endel says, great show. I've been watching you for a few months now from Yorkshire after my youngest was on last time we played Pompey at home and Stephen was interviewed. Thank you for tuning in, John, and thank you for those kind words as well. Swan269 tuning in from somewhere around the world, one of our fans abroad. I'm sorry, mate, I forgot where it was, but if you want to leave a comment and get to that, go on, Dino.
There was just a bit of a backwards and forwards. We headed into them, they headed back to us, and we've won a free kick. Dion Sanderson was fouled. Dion Sanderson was fouled by the showing a replay of the foul, what should have probably been given to Williams. I think Williams might have been given a yellow card, actually, for shouting at the ref. But they're showing the goal again now. Jones just gets there in front of Raggett, takes the ball off him, chips McGilvery. I mean, that's a howler by Portsmouth's point of view. Anyway, back in play. Charlie White wins the header. It falls out Williams on the left-hand side. McFadzean now has it on the left side to the touchline. McGeady takes it off him, comes inside, turns, gives it back out to the touchline to Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones now running towards the byline. He gets down the byline, but he won't get there as the defender watches it go out for a goal kick. Michael, what's your thoughts on their calamity?
I'm exactly the same moment as Dino. Sorry, Dino, I'm exactly the same moment as you now. But yeah, I couldn't believe what Portsmouth are doing. Like I said, you don't play dodgy passes across the box because stuff like that can end up happening. And fair play to Jordan Jones. But if I was a Poppy fan, I'd be livid at that.
Yeah,
well, anyway,
I think both of them were still a fault, but I think that pass shouldn't have been played. It was complacent pass and probably should be not a smart one to make, really.
But hey, credit to Jordan Jones for using his pace and getting there and nipping in. Anyway, talking about Jordan Jones, he has the ball. He knocks into the centre to Winchester. Winchester gets away from Cannon. He plays it out to the left to McGeady. McGeady now just over the halfway line. He turns Williams. He's under pressure by Williams, and Williams gives away a free kick. And Williams is not very happy about it, as he's still arguing about the fact he should have had a free kick down the other end. But it's a free kick to Sunderland, which I think Tom Flanagan will take. I think Luke O'Nien has went to left to right back, and Power is pushed further up. I think that's what we've went. So Flanagan and Sanderson at centre back, with Luke O'Nien at right back, and I think Power into centre mid. So I think we went for 4-3-3 now. I think that's a formation change. Scowen with a free kick just on the halfway line on the left side. He whips it towards the back post looking for Flanagan, which he doesn't win, but Luke O'Nien, it's a bit head tennis here. It's headed away.
Really?
They've brought the ball down with Ronan Curtis. Gives it out to the right to Williams. Williams is looking for Curtis. Luke O'Nien gets a challenge in, but Curtis now has the ball. Curtis to Williams. Williams now on the right side of the box. Passes out to Bolton. Bolton back inside to number 24, Jacobs. Back out to the right. It's just out the right here with Williams and Jacobs, I think. Williams now on the touchline under pressure. He plays it down line looking for Bolton, and Dion Sanderson will try and watch it out. Is it out for... McFadzean has given away a corner. It was good pressure there by Bolton. And it's a corner to Portsmouth on the right side of the pitch. Yeah, Callum McFadzean tried to watch it out. To be fair, it should be a goal kick. It came off their player. So that's a decision went against her. Anyway, I don't know who's over the ball, but he's whipped in the corner, low, front post. He's had a shot, it's deflected, it's back out to whoever was on the corner. Williams now on the edge of the box on the right side, plays it to Jacobs, who knocks it inside. It's went through a couple of Sunderland players. If it's a penalty, ooh, that looked like it could have been a penalty there, but the referee hasn't given it. It's out with Curtis. Curtis now plays it inside. Oop, Curtis and Sanson are going at it. It's a yellow card. There's hell on here. There's hell on. There's loads of players getting into fights. Power looks like he wants some. It's what do you think, lads? Do you think that could have been a penalty? Do you reckon that could have been a penalty there, Jack?
Was it the one where Flanagan? My first instinct was no. I thought the Porto player actually ran into Flanagan at first, really. But we nice to see it back, of course. Yeah, of Max Power there getting stuck in makes no change. Him wanting to get involved in the action there, of course.
Dion Sanson has just been shown a yellow card. What about you, Michael? What did you think of the incident in the box there?
I think to me it looked like, well, the camera was too far away, but I think it looked a bit like they're coming together. But I think obviously if you're it depends by the section you fall on. If you're the side appealing for the penalty, you're going to probably think it is.
Not necessarily, Michael.
Not necessarily. Anyway, it's a free kick on the touchline, about 40 yards out.
And honestly, yeah.
It's 40 yards. It's about 40 yards out. It looks like he's going to whip this in. We've got a one-man wall. He's whipped it in, number 24, Jacobs, but it's cleared straight out by Scowen for throw-in to Portsmouth. He takes it quickly. He chucks it back to Bolton. Bolton knocks it into the centre circle to Cannon. Cannon spreads it out to the right to Daniels. Daniels is fouled by McGeady, and it's a free kick to Bolton there, to Portsmouth. He's taking it quickly inside to Cannon. Cannon now coming down the right side. Turns back on himself, plays a 1-2 with Jacobs now. Cannon knocks it down the line to Williams, and Flanagan will watch it out for a goal kick. 66 minutes gone, and Sunderland 2, Portsmouth 0. Into the comments there, Jack.
Yeah, Swan 269 just confirmed possessing Charlotte City. I had it there actually. Charlotte, North Carolina, USA, Jack. So thank you for tuning all over there. I'm presuming something is about to happen on Dino's screen. I'm sure I'll get that in about 5 minutes.
No. This is the pen. If you watch and look. Oh, that could have been a pen.
David Spencer saying Wembley, here we come. It's about
okay. They might have a case there.
On second viewing, I think I can start to see what you were getting at there initially. We might have got let off for that one there, really.
And there's a free kick to Sunderland there. That was a bad challenge there, I would say, by I think that's Raggett. It looked like Raggett just took him out there, to be fair. Jordan Jones, is that a free kick, or is he give a free kick or throw? He hasn't even given a free kick. I thought that was a free kick. That was a very hard challenge on Jones, but McFadden has the ball now on the left side of the pitch. Our left there, right. A lovely little inside pass to McGeady to Jones. Jones on the touchline, flicks it forward to McFadden, who tries to play a 1-2, and he does get it back off Jones. Jones now tries to take on another player, and it's out for another throw-in. Comments, Jack?
Yeah, Tony Darling tuning in is a Bristol City fan. Thank you, of course, for doing this favourite game. If you're liking the content, why not subscribe? We've got plenty of stuff going on over here. Dino, back to you. I think we're back on play.
Yes, it's just showing a replay of the penalty. It's one of them that I've seen them given before. Like, anyway, McGeady has it, but he's just
later on.
McGeady gives the ball away. It's down the left-hand side with Daniels. Is that... Yes, Daniels. Daniels whips the ball in, looking for Curtis. It's back post. Williams misses it, and it's out for a goal kick to Sunderland. I tell you what, Pompey are going for it a bit now. I think since Curtis has came on, it looks like Curtis is playing up front. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Are you worried, Michael? Are you worried they might get a goal, and get back into it?
I always am, because it's Sunderland. I'm always waiting for an inevitable moment of cock up. But saying that, you've just got to manage the game. Just, lads, literally all you've got to do, just sort of put, again, it's a similar thing to Rochdale, just put in as minimal effort as you can to sort of manage the game, make sure you get the 3 points. Hopefully we do.
Anyway, Lee Burge knocks it up.
Naylor wins the header. Jacobs brings it down. It's a bit scrappy in the middle. Luke O'Neill clears it forward on the head of Raggett. Jacobs wins the second ball. Carl Winchester intercepts, and it comes to Flanagan. Flanagan passes out to Power on the right side of the midfield. And it's a lovely tackle there by Jacobs, and it's a throw in to Sunderland on the halfway line. Comments, Jack?
Yeah, Dean Wood says Gerrard might want Jones back if he does well. Yeah, with Rangers having already won the league, that maybe makes that slightly less likely. I think they've fallen out as well. Anyway, David Spencer saying Curtis is there. Danger Man P. Nelestino says don't blow this now, son. Norman Longstaff says you lads do so well commentating fluent, remembering the names. I certainly don't, so maybe do know Michael do though. Go on, Dave. I think
right, we're there. We're coming down the left side with Callum McFadden. He whips it down. It's cleared by Raggett. It's cleared away by Portsmouth up towards Jacobs, who wins the ball, but Scowen intercepts it. It's a lovely interception by Scowen. Scowen comes into the middle of the field, just in their own half. Plays it out to the right side where Jones is now. Jones whips it back across the box towards McGeady, but it's cut out by Bolton, and it's a corner to Sunderland on the left side of the pitch. Anyway, lads, how do you think the second half's going?
Michael, I'm struggling to watch it.
Go on, Michael, quickly.
Okay, I think to be perfectly honest, apart from the penalty incident and obviously the second goal, I think it's been a pretty dull half. But to be honest, if Sunderland are just sort of managing the game properly, I'm not complaining. Like I said, just get the 3 points whatever way you can, and we're on course to do it.
Anyway, McGeady to whip the corner, and he whips it into the front post, cleared away by Portsmouth, only as far as John Jones. John Jones knocks it back the halfway line where he finds Callum McFadden. Callum McFadden goes out to the right to Dion Sanderson now, just in the side there, their half. Sanderson gives it to Scowen, who gives it back to Sanderson, who turns on the ball. He's a bit under pressure, and he knocks it back to Luke O'Neill. Luke O'Neill inside to Carl Winchester. Winchester under pressure, back to Luke O'Neill, who gives it out to Dion Sanderson on the right. It's like a team press. Dion Sanderson does very well there. Gives it to Scowen, who gives the ball out for a throw in. He misread the pass to Max Power. Throw into Portsmouth now. What minute are you on, Jack, by the way?
71 minutes and 30 seconds.
You're 10 seconds behind me, mate. So you're not that far. The ball's played down the left-hand side, brought down by Daniels. Or is it Daniels? No, it's Marquis, sorry. Marquis inside to Cannon, who plays it to Naylor, just on the centre circle. Plays it out to the right to Williams. Williams looking for support. He's looking to go down the byline, and he goes past Callum McFadden. He whips the ball in, but Callum McFadden does get the block in, and it's a corner to Portsmouth. Comments, Jack?
Yeah, Callum Fisher, thank you to you for subscribing. Just very quickly, I want to say as well, 203 people watching now, 163 likes. If you haven't already, please do press that thumbs up icon. We absolutely love to get to 200 likes before the end of the stream.
Whipping by Jacobs and it's cleared. Oh, sorry there. They've got the ball on the right side with Jacobs now. Jacobs puts it back to Cannon, who whips the ball into the back post. Lee Birch collects it comfortably. Go on, Jack. Continue what you were saying. Sorry.
If you're watching on a mobile device, you might have to close the live chat first. Just hit that thumbs up icon. See if we can get 200 by the end of the stream. If everyone does it now, we'll get there. It only takes a second each time. It doesn't cost anything, and we would really, really appreciate to get 200 by the end. Right.
Well, we're back in play with Flanagan. Gives it to McFadden on the touchline. Back to Flanagan. Flanagan gives it to Burge, and he clears the ball forward, only as far as their centre midfielder. But John Jones has it now on the halfway line. He starts charging towards the defence. Charlie White makes run. John Jones has a strike straight at Craig McGilvery. It opened up for him there. Charlie White's run pulled the defender away. I thought John Jones could have kept running there. What did you think of that chance, Michael?
No, it was a pretty good chance. I tell you, you can tell the quality Jordan Jones has got and the pace that he's got. He's obviously scored a very good goal. Did well to intercept for the second goal, and did well to try and get a shot away there.
Yeah, he is a good player. I'd love to keep him for next season, but I highly doubt it. I think Rangers will want him back. Anyway, Flanagan on the halfway line gives out the left to McFadden, who comes inside and gives it inside to McGeady just on the halfway line. McGeady spreads it out to the right, looking for John Jones, who controls it and knocks it back across. And it hits Daniels on the chest, and it goes out for a Sunderland corner on the right side. It was a nice little link up there. McGeady in the centre of the pitch spreads it towards Jones, who tries to play it first time across the box, and it hits Daniels on the chest. Comments, Jack, quickly, a couple of comments.
Yeah, Dave Watson was saying the way we were playing, winning, it's like the Roy Keane season. We can even go up as champions. A very bold and optimistic statement there. And Dean Wood as well says it's daylight in Michael's world.
Anyway, it's on Luke 09. Luke 09's he's took the corner, and it's I think it was showing Luke 09, and the bloke on Luke 09 literally was cuddling him. Like it's ridiculous. The bloke was literally cuddling him.
Yeah.
We took the corner and we've ended up with another corner. Don't know how. After this corner, I think he'll be taking over, Jack. We took a quick one. John Jones now cuts inside past Jacobs, whips it into the back post. It's clear by Portsmouth, but we've won on the edge of the box, Cowan, with a bad touch, and it's clear by Bolton. It's out for a throw. Anyway, do you want to take over there, Jack? Now.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Obviously, I'm a few seconds behind, so I'm just getting that chance coming through now. If you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the live chat, Dino, I got it at about 9:15. Sorry, the last one I was going to read was Callum Fisher saying he needs to get a Sunderland jersey, but postage to Australia is too expensive. I've currently got Aidan McGeady as a throw-in out on the left-hand side. Gives it McFadzean to take. Is that about right, Dino?
No, yeah, like you say, mate, you're 10 seconds behind, but don't worry, just you just go and do your thing.
Yeah, it's Flanagan knocks it over to Sanderson now, just ahead of our own box. Luke 09, who looks to be at right back, goes inside there. Carl Winchester, right-footed ball up to Max Power, who takes it down very well. Power running inside now. He's got Wyke and Jones in support. He finds Jones on the right-hand side. Jones just slows the attack down just a little bit. Power does well to cut in there. Ahead of Mark was a bit of a hospital ball there as Winchester looks to switch the ball to Aidan McGeady. Takes it down with his left foot out on the left-hand side, running up against Joe Bolton. Goes onto his left foot, tries to cut back onto his right. Plays a nice turret ball through into Callum McFadzean, who's made his way to the box. McFadzean puts it across. Wyke! Oh!
I don't get how he's missed. I don't understand how that hasn't went in.
McFadzean played the ball across. It was between Wyke and the keeper. Wyke went to stick a foot out, stuck his right foot out to try and edge it towards the goal, and the keepers just stopped whatever he was doing. Unfortunately, the replay of the show, they've showed about 4 players within the way. That is very unlucky. But a lovely threaded ball there by Aidan McGeady into the path of Callum McFadzean, and the keepers just managed to get a hand there before Wyke can put it in from literally a yard or two outside of the line. Leigh Johnson absolutely gutted at that one. But we've got an injury actually. Not sure who that is, Dan. I think it's
Cannon, mate. Cannon.
Cannon. You always know the opposition players' names, Dino. Dino, is there anything on the chat?
Chris Law says jacket sack tonight. It's a possibility. Tom Wallace, next goal is massive. We get it, it's all good. But if Pompey get it, can see us being pinned back. Maguire to come on and set Wyke up. It's a possibility. SAFC Fan TV say, can he get your jacket? Quite funny. Conrad Lee will try and figure out ball bunny 10. Don't know what he means. Chris Law, nice one. They're just having a conversation between themselves, really. Steve Connaughton, I'm surprised Johnson not getting a load of credit turning the mess around. I mean, I've given loads of credit. And by the way, not to piss on your parade, Michael, but Harness has just come on.
After saying his name for the first 20 minutes, he came on with about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
12, sorry.
Of course. Basically, anybody who's just joined have messed up earlier by thinking that Williams was Harness for some reason. So, yeah.
Yes. But after that substitution, now Aidan McGee with the throw, and he just threw it back to McGillivray, the Portsmouth goalkeeper, who will look to get play resume. Obviously, Harness just coming on there. He's meant to be quite a dangerous player. The ball is built up by McGillivray. Marquis missed the header, but Flanagan's there to knock it away only as far as Portsmouth midfield. It is now with CJ Daniels. The ball gets knocked forward. 09 intervenes. Naylor wins the flick on only as far as Wyke, who heads it down. Jones flicks it over the left-hand side now. Jones has went down, nothing given. McGeady into Josh Scowen, who tries to take the ball forward. Good pressure from Ryan Williams, I think his name is there. And number 7, Portsmouth, as the ball is moved forward. Portsmouth have the ball back now. Scowen with the foul there, right in the middle of the pitch on the halfway line inside the centre circle, which Portsmouth will take, I would imagine, as quickly as they can. So I won't pass to anyone else very quickly. Although the referee is pointing over towards the touchline as if something's happening. Just waiting to see what happens now. Yes, substitution for Sunderland coming on, number 7, Chris Maguire. Just waiting to see who comes off now. It is going to be number 27, Jordan Jones. I would imagine that's a fairly obvious, just maybe to get someone else on a bit fresh on the legs up. Dino, what are your thoughts on that substitution?
I mean, Jordan Jones had a good game again, I think. He's got a goal. He's done very well. Did he even create the first goal as well? Did he take the corner?
Corner, I think, yeah.
So, I mean, he's had a cracking game, and Chris Maguire, we all know he has a bit of quality in him. He hasn't showed it much this season, but I hope he can do something to get a third goal for Chris Maguire. Anyway, back to you, Jack.
Yeah, as a backing player, Watmore over to CJ Daniels at left back to Jack Watmore. Maguire putting some pressure on Portsmouth defence. They did get a touch on that ball there, and McGeady couldn't quite get it first, but Scowen does find McGeady out on the left-hand side, knocks it back to Callum McFadzean, over to Josh Scowen now. He finds Winchester, who, nice little flick, although he did put himself under a little bit of pressure there. As the ball now goes back to Lee Burge after Tom Flanagan's pass. Burge touch that flicks the ball up a little bit, but he knocks it along with his left foot, looking for Charlie White out on the left-hand side. The referee's given a foul on the halfway line to Portsmouth. I'm not really sure what that was for. I thought the Portsmouth player was all over White, in all honesty, which Portsmouth will look to take quite quickly, which they do. They get us moving again. It's number 20, that's Sean Raggett at centre-half, who's arguably been at fault for both goals. Definitely the first one, maybe not the second one. Naylor now with the ball for Portsmouth over towards the right back area. Portsmouth trying to move the ball up the pitch. It is over to Sean Raggett at centre back. Now it is with CJ Daniels at left back. Up the field to Ronan Curtis. 09 putting a bit of pressure on his Max Power retrieves the ball. Power trying to play the ball up the line, but Ronan Curtis is there for the interception. Out for Sunderland, through in on the right hand side. 80 minutes and 50 seconds gone on my screen. Max Powell, the captain, currently in view with the ball out on the right-hand side, looking to take the throw-in for Sunderland. Just giving the ball a bit of a dry, using his T-shirt. Using his Sunderland shirt. From the halfway line, takes the throw-in up the line. White tried to win the flick on, nothing quite won. It went out for a Sunderland throw-in, however, yet again, just about 20 yards up the line. Do you know how confident are you for the last 8.5 minutes?
Yeah, I think we just need a game management now. Just waste time. Just do what teams do to us. Waste time. Keep the ball. Maybe go for the third goal.
Maybe, yes. Power throws the ball at the box. It's headed away by Raggett, taken again down by Power from his chest. Power knocks it back to Chris Maguire on the right-hand side. Maguire in Power. Lovely little 1-2. Nice little flick from Max Powers. Chris Maguire puts the cross back in, but it is cleared away. Portsmouth have the ball now. Cleared forward. I believe 09 will transfer the header. Curtis and Sanderson going head-to-head there, but Sanderson came out on top as 09 knocks the ball back to Lee Burge, who finds Dion Sanderson on the right-hand side. Back to Lee Burge. Need to be careful here as Portsmouth are putting good pressure on us. Burge knocks it forward, looking for the head of Charlie White, but Watmore brings it down. Raggett clears it forward. It's taken down in the midfield by Portsmouth. Then number 7, I believe that's Williams, over to CJ Daniels at left back. Up field now to Williams. Williams is tackled. Strong challenge by Dion Sanderson as Charlie White picks the ball now, finds Chris Maguire on the right-hand side, who looked for the pass, the run of Aidan McGeady, but the ball was just slightly overhit. McGillivray gets Portsmouth going straight away. Portsmouth trying to build an attack now. Running through the middle of midfield over towards CJ Daniels at left back, who's run just over the halfway line, knocks it to Curtis. Curtis back to number 4, I believe that's Tom Naylor. Inside to Williams, out on the right-hand side now for Portsmouth. I believe that'll be Joe Bolton. Yes, it is Joe Bolton, right-footed cross, caught by Burge, who was unchallenged. Burge will take the ball down and do as Dino was suggesting there and just let her run the clock down in no real hurry. That is lovely to see. Michael, just very quickly, how confident are you for the last 7 minutes?
I'm thinking, so based on how the game's gone so far, I'm really confident. I think, again, it's just a case of doing the bare minimum here, just manage the game out. I would like to try and see us push for a third, try and boost goal difference, but obviously I would take this scoreline now because, even if Pompey are off form, they've still got some really good players.
Yeah, I predicted a 2-1 win, and I would much prefer a 2-0 win, of course, just provided we keep that clean sheet. Sunderland will prove us wrong as the ball is played forward. Marquis wins the flick on. Now it's with Harness out on the right-hand side. Michael thought he's been playing all game. He's when he just came on, though, and Harness just runs the ball out of play there. Slightly heavy touch there. Good pressure from Tom Flanagan, in all fairness. And as Sunderland take the time to get us moving again, Harness jogs over to knock the ball back to Lee Burge in time to take the goal kick. But of course, Burge, in wonderful style, it's taken a little while to get us moving here, which I am more than happy for him to do. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 2. Goals from Charlie White and Jordan Jones see us in front as Burge does take his goal kick eventually, left-footed. Smashes it upfield, looking for the header. Charlie White, as per White wins the flick on, taken down by McGeady about 20 yards from goal. Out to Max Power, number 6, the captain on the right-hand side, in field to Chris Maguire, who's been taken down. Sunderland free kick about 23 yards from goal. Dino, this is quite a dangerous position for a free kick, really.
Yeah, I mean, Maguire is capable of putting them in. McGeady's capable of putting them in. I mean, this could be a fair dish, you know. It could be.
Yeah, definitely. I think if it's hit well there. Dino, anything on the chat?
Josh Bell says 09 at centre back has been sensational, boys. I mean, I think everyone will agree with that. He's been one of them players who you just can't rely on all the time. Reagan Davis, can someone put their camera on the TV, please? No, unfortunately, we can't do that. Anyway, free kick's going to be taken for you, Jack, is it?
Yeah, Chris Maguire stood over the free kick, I would say, to around about 20 to 25 yards from goal. Portsmouth with the 4-man wall have got to... Maguire hits it, and it was deflected. I was just saying Portsmouth that had just about every single man back. Yeah, Maguire took the free kick, deflected from the wall, out for his Sunderland corner on our left-hand side. Maguire jogs over to take it. A little bit quicker than needed. Why not just take your time, mate? Of course, Swan269 says disco fever for Dino. Yes, that's been a running little joke tonight. Just very quickly, 216 people watching, 183 likes. If you haven't already, please do press that thumbs up icon if you have enjoyed the stream so far. You might have to leave the live chat if you're watching on a mobile device. Just that thumbs up icon, let it get 200 for every stream. It really helps us out. We'd much appreciate if you do. As Lyndon Gooch looks to come on for Aidan McGeady now. 4 minutes of the 90 remaining for Sunderland now to see out this win. There's McGeady there looking to take his place in the benches. Chris Maguire looks to take this corner at the right-hand side. Maguire swings it in, headed away by Ronan Curtis. I think that was out for Sunderland, throwing out on the left-hand side. Michael, are you happy to see that substitution?
Yeah. Need a little bit more rest time. More importantly, get Gooch's minutes up again. Just get more lads fit as possible for the final. Yeah, made decent. McFadden takes the throw in up the line. It comes straight back to him, and Williams will interject for Portsmouth, but McFadden struggles to win the ball back there. The referee's blown his whistle and given a free kick one way. I think it's to Portsmouth. Scowen just taking the ball away with him, trying to delay Portsmouth restart. Portsmouth do take the free kick about 10 yards away from where it actually was, but we won't comment on that as Williams picks the ball up now in a deep area for Portsmouth over to Joe Bolton out on the left-hand side, knocks it upfield. Ronan Curtis intercepted there by Chris Maguire, throwing to Portsmouth there. Lee Johnson giving some claps there just to try and inspire the lads as Portsmouth mess up a little bit from the throw-in, and it'll be a Sunderland throw-in out on our right-hand side just over the halfway line. Probably Max Powter-Taker looks to still be out on the right-hand side. I'm not exactly sure what formation that we are playing at the moment. There's some statistics there. Portsmouth still haven't even had a shot on target. Possession is split 50-50. Sunderland have had eight shots as the ball. 9. 09 wins the header, taken down by Williams, but it'll be a Sunderland free kick just inside our own half, out on the right-hand side. Looks like Max Power will probably take it. Dino, what are your thoughts going into the last 2 minutes of the 90?
I mean, it hasn't been the best game to watch, but I'll take a performance like this over Portsmouth any day of the week, because Portsmouth on paper are a good team, and apparently Luke O'Nine's man of the match, and I couldn't disagree, but I would probably give it to Jordan Jones as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Jones had a great game. O'Nine is filled in brilliantly at centre back. I'm just getting that on my screen now. As Burge has the ball inside his own box, nothing much really happened from that free kick. It just came straight back at us, really. I think that's been the story of tonight quite a bit, though, really. Burge still with the ball about 10 seconds after I said that. Launches it upfield towards our left-hand side. both manages to find it in, and Gooch on the right-hand side, he takes it down quite unchallenged. He is getting a bit of pressure from Joe Bolton. Looks to find a pass, but it only goes out for his Sunderland throw-in out on our left-hand side, and there is that man, Luke 09 there. He's filled in well at centre-back tonight. I mean, you know, he does that well, doesn't he, really? Out on the left-hand side to take this throw-in now is Callum McFadzean for Sunderland. A few people in the live chat said he hadn't had a bad game tonight. We've hit 200 likes. 201. Thank you to every single person that's done that. We do appreciate it. As White takes it down the left-hand side, trying to turn. But Portsmouth have got a free kick for some reason right next to the corner flag, which McGillivray, the goalkeeper, will take. John Childs on the live chat saying if we win tonight, it would be a statement. I do agree as the ball is launched upfield. Marquis takes it down, looks to find Harness out the right-hand side, but McFadzean lashes it upfield with his left foot looking for Charlie White. Watmore is there, though, and plays it forward to Williams. Now it's with Neil, a bit of pressure from White from behind, and it's a Portsmouth free kick again. They're getting a lot of these free kicks. Free kick taken quickly over to Raggett into Harness now. Harness forward, back towards Naylor now from Harness, that was, I believe. Naylor in the centre circle, now it's with Harness. Back to Naylor over on the right-hand side now. Joe Bolton chests it down, knocks it back to Watmore. 5 minutes of added time have been added on. Raggett into Ron Curtis, knocks it into Raggett. Over to Jack Watmore, the other centre-back for Portsmouth this evening. Right-footed ball going towards the left-hand side, but Power wins a flick on there that goes out for a Portsmouth throw-in on the left-hand side, which Curtis is there to pick the ball up. He throws it infield to Williams. Maguire interjects and knocks it upfield, only as far as Watmore, just inside Sunderland's half, a touch over the right-hand side. He plays it into Williams, who's over the left and over the left. Even further now is there number 24, I believe, who came on as a substitute, but good bit of pressure from Maguire. As Williams has the ball out on the left-hand side of Portsmouth, looks to go forward. And Marquis, who couldn't quite win the head, and the ball goes back to Burge, who hasn't picked it up yet and won't pick it up until Portsmouth players put them under the required pressure to do so. And Burge does pick it up eventually after a bit of pressure from, I think it was Harness, but I did look away just for a moment. And Burge still with the ball in his hands, knocks it forward with his left foot, looking, well, I don't know who he's looking for, but Maguire will chase it down. CJ, someone at left back anyway, heads it back to McGillivray in goal. CJ Daniels, that is at left back. Sanderson wins the header for Sunderland, though, after his long punt up the field. Or Flanagan gets the flick on. Harness, it comes down to Williams. Edge of the box, Sanderson gets a nice little clear on it as it finds Charlie White, who brings it back towards our own goal. Slightly Gooch with the left foot clearance up the field, up the touchline, back to McGillivray, who finds Watmore over to Raggett, who brings the ball forward. Now it is with number 20, Raggett, sorry, I must have named the wrong player there, as Naylor looks to play out the right-hand side, which he does do. Harness, the ball's well overhit, and Harness is never going to win that ball. 3 minutes of the 5 on added remaining here. It looks as if Sunderland are going to see out this victory tonight, or hopefully at the very least. Do you know anything on the chat?
I've got Regan Davis. I don't even know where my mouse has gone. In Perth, 5 a.m. and match streaming isn't working, unfortunately. Josh Bell, he's unbelievable. Him and McGeady, excellent.
As Portsmouth on the left-hand side, Curtis puts a cross in. It finds Marquis in the box. Out for a Portsmouth corner. Back to you, Dino.
Oh, God. P. Nales Tonino. What a night, lads. Great company, great result. John Childs, as Jacket says, I've had a wonderful evening, but this wasn't it.
The corner goes in by Ronan Curtis. It's headed back into the danger area, headed away by Tom Flanagan. I thought Burge was going to catch that. Number 24 heads it into the box again, but there's a Sunderland free kick. Raggett knocked, I believe that was McFadzean, down, and he really isn't happy with the referee there, but he does jog back to his spot eventually. Let's just say this last minute and 40 seconds out now, lads. Shouldn't be a very hard thing to do, as Portsmouth haven't challenged us much all night, really. A reflection of their recent form, I think, tonight, really. As we are taking our time to take this free kick as per, but no problem with that. Run the clock down all we can. Teams do it to us. Why don't we do it again to them? Lads, this will be our 6th win in 7 games. in 7 league games, sorry. As Portsmouth now have the ball again back, it is over to CJ Daniels at left back. Maguire putting in the yards. It goes forward now, but only as far as 09, who looks to clear it, but Williams did well to go and put a bit of pressure on him, and the ball goes over for Sunderland, throwing on the right-hand side, which again, it looks as if we're going to take our time to take it. Power in 09 just sauntering around, not without any real urgency. I would quickly want to ask people, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm aware we're getting new people tuning in every week. We really do appreciate anyone subscribing who we can. We've already hit 200 likes, and a massive thank you to everyone who's done that. Portsmouth with the throw in on the right hand side now. Joe Bolton knocks it back to Watmore. Watmore with a ping cross field. 09, they'll head it down to Scowen, completely unchallenged. Scowen's misplaced pass. He's got it back though. 09, Scowen. Now it's with Maguire coming over the halfway line. Maguire finds Max Power on the touchline. He's got a few options around him. He looks for the runner Scowen, who does find out on the right-hand side as 5 seconds remain. But the referee has blown his full-time whistle early, and Sunderland are victorious at Fratton Park for the first time since when, Michael?
Come on, get in.
1997, Michael?
1997, 24 years.
Yeah, goals from Charlie White and Jordan Jones winning us the game. We'll get into this
1997.
more. Yeah, we'll get into this into more detail on our review show. Of course, I want to say a massive thank you to every single person who's tuned in our live show. We'll be going into this a little bit more depth in our short little review after. I'm not sure who's doing that with us. And if you haven't already, I do appreciate 216 likes. Please do hit the thumbs up icon. It really, really does help us out. If you haven't already, of course, we've hit 216, so a massive thank you to any of you. If you want to, if you've enjoyed the stream, you haven't already, please do. Please subscribe to SAFC Fan TV if you're new here. We do this for every game as well as our other shows that go up every single week on a bi-weekly basis at times, of course, especially with the backlog of fixtures we're currently going through at the moment. But from myself, Jack Dodds, and from Dina Welgar, and of course from Michael Laggy Internet Bowers, thank you to every single person who has tuned in. And we will see you when we'll see you next for Thursday Night Live. And don't forget to join us on Sunday as well for our watch along for our big final, which is now got plenty of confidence.
Next up in the calendar, Wembley with
a famous Sunday FC. We're going to Wembley. But thank you to every single person who joined in, and we'll see you on Thursday night. Bye bye.